All right, everybody. So we're here to go over the Crew Card contest for the ultra rare Crew Card from set one of Crew Cards. That card somehow has not been pulled. I've had so many people asking, did they find it or not? And I have never seen anybody pull it. There's two in the wild that were in packs. And then the person who it was for, they have a version. Then I have a version that I keep as part of the master set. And then I have one card that I got from them that they signed in gold Sharpie. And so I sent that to them and got that mailed back. And so that's what we're up for grabs today. So the winner of the contest, which was an advertisement for the Crew Card project, we're going to go over some submissions for that and then announce the winner. And the reminder for the contest, it was just an ad promoting the project. So with that in mind, I did want to, before we jump right into who won, I wanted to kind of have our moment to go over some of the submissions, give people some spotlight. I can't appreciate or say enough to everyone who did submit. Thank you so much. My intention is to continue to do some other types of projects like this to promote the Crew Cards, different types of giveaways and things like that. As a special announcement to all the people who submitted for this contest, I will be mailing you your own pack of set two of Crew Cards. So you'll get that in the mail whenever those are done. So that'll probably be within a week or so that I get them out in the mail. They'll be arriving at your door. And if I don't have your address, I'll be reaching out to you to be able to get that. So thank you so much for your submission. That's the prize for you just taking a part. But to the winner, we'll get to that shortly. I have kind of an order of the people that I got for submissions, but was there anything to you, Keith or Joey, that really stuck out? Things that were really cool submissions?
I just appreciate everyone doing it. We had 10 submissions, so if you don't have the list, I can go over it too if there's anybody we miss. But yeah, a couple people got in right off the bat. A couple guys, one of the Sanchez got in super late. Like I was like, we pretty much had did a good bit of deliberating. Deliberating before he. That's not the right word. Deliberating, maybe. Before he got
I'm
his
muted.
in. But
how did I get muted?
You're right in here. I don't see any mutes. A lot of familiar faces, a couple new guys. I do appreciate when the newer crew, there's a handful of the guys that have been around for less than a year or so, like just dive in and go all in. So I don't know. It's just there's a good variety. We got some old crew, some new crew, some middle of the road crew. Just can't stress enough just how thankful we are for people to actually help us. This is spreads Hogan's project. This helps spreads our podcast. Like there's a little bit of like selfishness behind it. It's like, yes, we want to help Hogan, but it's also like, hey, that gets our podcast out there on some other people's, pages, get some shares, get some likes, it's good for everybody. What's good for you is good for us. So just appreciate everyone that contributed. And I laugh. I don't think there was one that I watched and I didn't at least get like a nose breath chuckle. I mean, there were some that I hysterically laughed out loud with, and there were some that, nothing didn't make me smile. So I appreciate that. Except Mofo's. Did he? He probably didn't submit one, but if he did, I wouldn't have laughed at that. That's what I got.
So obviously, the first one that came out would have been Steve's or Bam Bam on Instagram, and I do have to say, when they announced it, like when Hogan jumped on and we talked about this, that was actually what I envisioned. Was the old school like kids at a comic shop ripping open cards, but they were Crew Cards. And that was my first kind of like, if I could make one and win, which I can't as a host, but I definitely like would have gone that direction, except I might have done it myself, like put on a backwards hat or a beanie hat and like look like a kid myself. So I got to say like that, kudos to that one. Sanchez definitely made me laugh out loud. Can't confirm. With the end there at the wine cellar. Trying to remember all of them.
I just threw the whole thing in to go to the doc. It's just right at the tab. Just refresh it if you need to.
No. Like I remember who submitted, but I can't remember who submitted what. Oh, Nate's Scant's impression.
That was
okay.
Good.
I have to say, I thought that was Scant's. And they just recorded two videos separately, one from Canada and one from South Dakota, and then spliced them together. And it wasn't until somebody said, "Hey, nice impression," that I went, wait a minute. Like he had the opening of the drink, like the aggressive, like stare at the camera and pop the drink down to a T.
Yep.
That was really, really funny. Um, but yeah, whatever you got there, Hogan, you're up.
Yeah, sure. Well, I do want to talk about just a couple more, but before that, I think I'm just going to jump in and say who won because I feel like we're being cautious to talk around that, and I want to be able to talk about these for a couple minutes. But to without further ado, the announcement of the winner of the crew card, the Ultra crew card from set one, was Big Megan. Congratulations to Big Megan for your submission. By all the officiants here, in our correct opinion, you had the submission that we all liked the most. Your almost testimonial uh, medication or like new life type of video really tickled all our funny bones, and we really liked what you submitted. So thank you, Big Megan. You will be the winner of this contest, and I will get that card submitted out to you very shortly.
Awesome. Congratulations, Megan. I mean, we got enough time. We can kind of touch on all. I thought Gary's was really good.
Mhm.
The way we came to the conclusion was essentially who, between the three of us, who was the highest consecutively. Megan was in the top two on all our list, I believe. So it was just, math essentially won that out. But most of mine were scored relatively close. Like there wasn't like no one was a stinker. So
Yeah.
Gary's put a lot of effort in his. I like talking back and forth to himself. I'm not a fan of the goblet. I just don't get it. But the back and forth was pretty hysterical. Matt's was good. The Kevin McHale, I did chuckle at that. Megan's I laughed the hardest with, and I think I rewatched Megan's a couple times. Nate's the Scans impression was great. I like Debo's and getting his whole family in on it, and like him and his wife just like doing the skit and busting up laughing, and just like theirs was the most genuinely like just fun, I think. Brandon's with a little the subliminal message was a nice little trick, and then Fit Fat Matt. Well, his was he put a lot of effort in his. I did enjoy it. Just all in all, it was hard to everyone is a winner here. So, but we had to give the prize to somebody. So, Big Megan, that's you this year.
I still really like Stall Matt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
glazed over him and the
The
kid.
his
Yeah,
his kid. Uh, he needs to get him a supporting membership so the kid
it's
can
it's
make a submission because I
it's
think I
pronounced
would
the
have
same. You got to pronounce the
yeah
umlaut.
I would have oh man, that was great. That was
It was
high up
good.
there on my list, but yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's was great. I really liked Gary's. I again the the goblin itself is a bit tough, but it just there's humor of what I feel like this podcast or this group is very well represented in his submission as well. And I believe his was I had his down as the first submission, at least in my listing. And so I do know it's always tough being the one to break the ice on the vibe that you go
Hmm.
for submission. So early submitters always hold a special place to me because it's tough. When we do a submission for a contest, it's hard to know what we're trying to do. So good job to them.
And correction, it was Debo's daughter, not his wife. I don't know how I missed that one, but yeah, I guess that's your.
Hey,
I
because
forgot
I
how
when you
old
said
you are, Debo.
wife, when you
Yeah,
said wife,
I
I was
missed it.
just like,
Like,
maybe I missed
and
something.
I've
Like
met
I
I know
watched
his
it, but
wife.
I must have missed something.
That's true. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah. Well, as someone that doesn't have kids, I guess I don't think
Any
of kids
woman and keeps home as his wife.
yeah, basically, like there is no, yeah. I had a train of
Oh
thought there. What was I
wow.
gonna say? But yeah, everyone's was. Oh, I will. One criticism I'll say: a lot of you did not follow the instructions very well, as far as like the parameters of what Hogan said to kind of do, as far as really sell home the whole helping other people actually submit their questionnaires. Like I feel like most of it was just kind of played into the humor bit and didn't really follow through with the. Oh, what did Hogan ask for? Let me not give him that. So everyone lost a point for that.
I do like in the chat here, Matt Sanchez asking who is the card when in the submission like for the instructions, it explicitly states there. We won't. I'm not going to tell you. You have to find out from the winner.
I think we might be able to I think we might be able to reduce it down to 50 different people, assuming that so it was signed. So it's either someone in Columbus, someone you've interacted with, or someone at Crew Falls. I don't want to use. So I mean that might be a spoiler.
I'll immediately throw a wrench in your plans that I did mail it to them.
Oh, well, shit. Hogan.
But that doesn't mean it couldn't have been semi-local, or I could have seen them otherwise. So I mailed to them. They mailed it back.
Gotcha.
So the last point, just as we jump in to general topics here. Sorry guys, I'm just being a clock watcher. I know you're not supposed to do that during Teams meetings, but I had to do that here. Is from now on, whenever we have a competition, we get to say the blind girl did it and you didn't.
Oh, it's the best. Good deal.
I know she knows we're saying that with love.
Yeah. I'll have to have Tanner let her know she won. No, that's the thing.
You could just message her.
No, I know. I'm trying to be funny, but because I can't write in Braille or something, but I don't know. It wasn't that funny. Do we want to just let her know? We do got to figure out. We can do that off air, but figure out how we want to make an announcement, or just kind of let only the people that were live here, and then we'll just have it come out with the podcast next week, and not make a show about it until after the fact. So I guess Hogan let us know in our group chat. But yeah, is anyone on that list? Can you give anyone their cards at the Arnold? Just give them a 2-pack. I'm trying to think. I know Debo and Brandon will be there for sure.
Oh man, this sounds like something to take offline.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just food for thought. Appreciate everyone joining us. And with that, get the fuck out of here.
Or stick around.
Well, yeah, that too, but maybe kill the videos.
Yeah, he gets all distracted from videos of handsome dudes on the screen.
I can only have my reflection.
Welcome back to episode, we didn't get an episode number, of the Unpaid and Underrated podcast, the podcast for Crew by Crew. And joined by a lot of the crew, making Riza laugh. Is it Riza or Riza? Oh, I can't hear you. I think your actual mic is muted. Oh, she's going to spell it out. See, I've just been saying Riza because I'm a Wu-Tang fan. So I've just been calling her the Riza ever since I saw her pop up there on the Instagrams.
Well, her name it's Marissa. I'm just making sure it's not kind of pronounced Marisa. It's got to be Marissa though, right? Like I've talked to her at Crew Falls, but I don't think we actually ever hi, I'm so and so, and shook hands. It was just like that awkward thing where someone on Instagram and then you meet them for the first time, but you don't know if you should introduce yourself or not, kind of thing. So
is my mic working?
Yeah, it is.
There we go. Cool. Sorry.
She is here.
I don't know how to work Zoom.
Oh, good.
And so I am Big Joey. I am joined by Keith and
howdy.
The person who's going to tell me how to say their name.
Risa.
Risa. Okay. Yeah. So I was way off. I was just like the Riza.
I mean, Riza. That works too. That's cool.
And Hogan's here as well. Big Hogan, all the way from the bus.
Beep beep.
Well, Hogan, why we have you here? We'll go a little bit out of order, but we're probably gonna do me, Nate, and Joey breakdown here in a few weeks when we get a chance. But Gem Radar, it is official. It's released to the public. There's several hundred people on there now. There's several thousand reviews. There's a couple guys with multiple thousands of points. What do you think? What's Gem Radar done to your life the last couple weeks?
What it's done to my life is completely derailed all my progress on Crü Cards.
I want my life back. I need my time back.
Yeah, me and Keith had a nice agreement of okay, let's calm down, and that way we can get back to life.
Yeah, we went very hard and very heavy. We obviously opened up, and Brandon was 1,000 points ahead of everybody, and then you shot past him. It took me a while to get past him, and then I was within 300 points of you for a week, and then I woke up one morning and you were 1,000 points ahead of me again. I was like, this motherfucker. So I think I
stayed up late one night.
Yeah, because I went to bed at 11 or 12, and we were close, and then I wake up and you had eclipsed 3,000, and I was still at 5 or something. I'm like, this motherfucker.
I get a text from Tanner late in the night because I guess they were doing packaging fulfillment or something, and he just said Keith's face when he wakes up to see how far you passed him.
And I think you literally broke me. Like, I think I've only put like 200 points in since then over like the past 2 weeks, just because it's like it's also getting harder now because I've all the low hanging fruit with pictures essentially is done. So now it's like, what have I used in commercial gyms that I can like more than once that I can justifiably review? Or what is a variation of something that's close enough that I can still say I used it and review it or something. So yeah, but Gym Radar is awesome. If you're not on there yet, I don't know why you're not. Obviously Tanner and Tommy are going to talk about it, in depth. They already had the video. Their podcast they're recording tonight is all Gym Radar. So when this comes out, it'll be a day or two after you've listened to them talk about Gym Radar for 2 hours. So that's probably all we'll touch on it tonight. Unless anyone else, if Joey has any thoughts he wanted to share.
Nah, not really. I was up in the low 20s. I think I broke under 20 at some point, and then when it opened in public, I'm back down to like 20. No, I was actually a lot higher than that, but now I'm back down to like 25.
You were 17 for a bit.
Yeah, now I'm down to
like the upper teen.
25 or 31. But it's also like I'm also kind of the opposite of you two. I'm just like I did all the main parts of my gym. And then I was like, oh, that's on there. I might add that, or I might review that, like just to kind of. But I'm not like out looking for points. For me, I don't think that's my driving factor.
Yeah, I think I think we're both done with that to an extent until someone else. I think the closest person outside of Brandon, like Brandon could beat me if he just spent 4 hours and put all his pictures and his reviews, but I don't.
And everybody's got that amount of time.
And I think Brandon OCD'd about it for like a week, and then I don't think Brandon's opened up Gym Radar in a month, or if he has, it's been very briefly. But I mean, he very much helped out Tanner and Tommy a lot to put him on the. I wouldn't say to help put him on the map, but like I've seen a couple different reviews. There was a guy, the YouTube video they shared. I wasn't overly familiar with the guy, but I did watch his half-hour YouTube video talking about Gym Radar, and like you could tell he didn't know a lot of the people that were on the leaderboard, so he just kept talking about. I think he mentioned Hogan, and then he mentioned Basement Brandon, and I was like, I'm fucking right there. It's like you did everything except say my name.
Yeah, and that's a cardinal.
Oh yeah, it's super important. Yeah, I got to hear my name. You know, that's when it gets. That's when I know it's real. But yeah, that's Gym Radar in a nutshell. You should know all about it by now. Get on it. It will be friends there.
My challenge to Crü is to get all the people in the top 100 over. I think it's very doable, over 500 points. Like I think that top 100 should all be gold. I think every Crü who's got a home gym has enough in them to, because it all comes down to reviews. Like that's what it's going to be. And the website gets so much better the more aggregate reviews we do. Like we talk a lot about points, but that's what it comes down to. And I think that just feeds into making the website better for Tanner and Tommy. Yep. Is that it has such a strong basis for that engagement. And so me and Keith have a rivalry going on it, which is silly and means nothing, but it all gets back to the project that Tanner and Tommy are trying to do really well. And I think our participation just does that even more.
And if you're going to post reviews, they shouldn't be for points. Because the last thing I want to do is go, oh, I'm thinking of buying this bar. And meanwhile, it's just like, I like this bar. It's orange. And it was just a post for the points. I'm going to be like, well, that's the most useless review I've ever heard in my life. And, I'm going to go back and review all of my reviews and talk about, when I used it, how I used it. I tried to do that as much as I could.
Well, I'm glad you improved, because when you first got on Gym Radar, you kind of irked me because you were like, I'm just going to rate everything 5 out of 5 because I own it and I use it. And then I was like, well, that would be the dumbest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
But then you didn't actually do that. So that was helpful because I was like,
but no, see, those are mine. And they're my favorite thing in the world.
But I've looked at your reviews. You have not rated everything 5 out of 5.
Oh, God, no. Especially the things I don't like.
Because when you initially said that, I was like, I'm just not even going to follow you if you do that because that's just fucking stupid. But you'd have to.
Well, Keith, we all know your favorite review because I keep seeing it pop up.
I'm holding this like it's a penis.
I didn't think that. Like the funniest thing was I never self-promoted that at all. It just happened to naturally someone shared it, and I was so happy that got shared because it was the funniest thing I thought I did. And I just was a little Easter egg I put on Gym Radar, and then to get it shown a week later, I was like, oh, I was so proud of that.
Last thing we can say on it is if you have any questions that Keith, Hogan, even myself, I'm not as familiar with those two, but I'm pretty familiar. If you have other questions that we can't answer, please check out the YouTube video that they posted where they go in depth into some of the beta testing that they did. It is not what it looks like now. It is a much more fluid and better looking website than what they show on the YouTube, but it is roughly the same idea. And I want to point out that when they first log in, my gym is the first two gyms they show, but you can see them quickly scroll. And I'm wondering if the name of my gym is the problem.
It's funny.
And they're like, yeah, you can check out this name. And then they're like, nope. And then they just go right past it. And I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you say there was like a MILF dungeon or something?
Yeah, there's a guy that has his. It's like the something ILF, but it stands for something actual, and then in brackets it's MILF. And I'm just like, hey, whoa, who is that? Who is that? We got to talk.
It's funny. All right,
I didn't think about that, Joey. I like the idea of like becoming different gym friends based off the names. Like we have similar name gyms, so we're now gym buddies.
Oh, when I see orange in someone's gym, I definitely go click on it and like, dude, does this part of it's me judging too? It's like, does he more orange than me? Or is he have a little? I
want to say it's like the Muscle Institute LF or something, and then it's MILF for short. And I was just like, that's great. Riza, mine is the DILF dungeon, where we rebuild strong dads. I think I have the original logo up there. And it's that one is what it's no, that one stands for dad
I'd like to friend.
Dad I'd like to follow on Instagram, please.
I thought it was friend. All right. Well, while I still have Hogan, I'd like to do a brief Static Monster recap as my fellow strongman and guy that used to be of similar strength that has far surpassed me in his, smaller stature. So congratulations for out-dotsing me and out-totaling me. Static Monsters is a 2-event strongman show that you can essentially compete against everyone else in the world that is signed up for the same show. So it's very cool. All your numbers kind of go into this big aggregate, and you see like where you stacked up against Joe Schmo in California or Ireland or whatever. So very cool. Our local promoter adds a third event for stones, just so you're not paying $100 to do 2 lifts. So it's still kind of fun. You get to do a stone over bar. I went in. I wasn't the shitty thing was I was fully expecting to kind of not hit a PR on my log and then like blow up my deadlift, and in reality it was the complete opposite. I hit a 5-pound log PR and probably had another 5 or 10 pounds in it watching the video. Opened in hindsight, I opened too heavy. I didn't kind of count in how fatigued I'd be coming out of log. I didn't really count in the fact that I was only going to have like 3-minute rest, which I don't even know if I took my 3 minutes, but Dan Eager, fellow crew, was the judge, and he essentially told me to take as much time as I needed up to like something reasonable. But I probably jumped in a little too early because I was super confident that I was going to destroy my second attempt, and didn't get the second attempt past my knees, which sucked. So took another 3 or 4 minutes, tried it again to no avail. So very disappointed in that, but I still pulled 500, and it was only a little bit less than what I had pulled in training. And that deadlift I hit in training was like a 40-pound PR. So if I take away my last deadlift training session, I still hit like a 30-pound deadlift PR. Essentially, I just happened to hit like a really big PR at the end of my training. So whatever. And then I hit a stone PR. It was the same way. I've lifted that stone over a 48, but it was over 52. So that in itself, like people are like, oh, that's not a PR. Yeah, the fuck it is. Like you definitely should track your heights on loading events, especially if you're short as fuck. So that was cool. So all in all, very happy day. Blew my numbers out of the water from what I did at the 2020, the last event they had in 2024. So I don't know, I was just very happy. So it was an easy show.
Was a stone in like the 260s? Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was a 265. Yeah.
Did you say it was? You normally do 48, but you hit 52 at the meeting?
Yeah, as far as height. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Height.
4 inches, eh?
It was, yeah. I'm the 4-inch king. No, they
can do a lot. Definitely, there was can do a lot of damage with 4 inches. I should know. I got 2 kids out of it.
Yeah, the strongman promoter, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. He just had a major surgery on he got his ACL repaired like in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know if he was just still high on drugs or what, but like he changed the start time of the show, and he didn't update Iron Podium. He just did it in an email, which kind of sucked because there were people that like had family members coming that didn't know it was a half hour earlier. So that kind of sucked. And then the stone height in all the emails and Iron Podium was 48. And then he was like in the meeting, he was like, oh, we're going to do 52. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I wish I had trained bag over bar at 52, not 48 for the past month. Like, this sucks, but Whatever.
It's a big jump. Like from
Yeah.
48 to
Yep.
52 is significantly different, especially for my setup. Like when I think about my like the triple extension, when I really rise up, I can't just kind of power it through my hips. I have to make sure I go up on my toes if it's a 52. Like right now I'm set up at 48 and I do that for a lot of like casual keg loading, and that's I can muscle something up to 48. I have to really be technical if I do 52.
Yeah. In hindsight now, I think he actually said it was supposed to be 50 and then they didn't adjust it so it was or they have two yokes, but whoever labeled them like 10 years ago labeled each hole 2 inches off. But it like I think someone forgot which way it was off, maybe. So it was supposed to be 50, which would have been fine, I guess, 48 to 50, but then it ended up being 52. So because there was like in like I had to like text a couple different guys like hours later, and there was still like debate on what fucking height it was, and then finally the definitive answer was no, it was 52. So I was like, oh,
I can't
PR
wait
then.
for all the strongman over 5'8" who are like, "Why are you all complaining? These are
And then
this
well,
is such
even
low."
Scans, who's like 5'4", will be like, well, fuck you, I can still, just
be strong.
tall.
Yeah.
Like just be tall inside your heart. And I'm like,
Just overhead press it. Like that's
Did
what it
you-
becomes. I feel like I'm pressing it overhead.
it was still cool.
Did you break any sandbags out of Revenge?
No, not that day. No,
No.
the
Well,
log
broke
went
a
flying.
log.
Oh,
The
okay,
log
there
went
it is. Yeah.
flying for sure. Because my 200 log, so my second attempt log was like really shitty and slow, and I actually had to like take a step to balance. So then I was like 50-50 in my mind going into the 210, and it fucking like it popped up so fast that I think I was like shocked and excited. So normally I'll do like what if you watch Big Jake's Training Tip Tuesdays, one of them recently was like, don't be a dick with your log and kind of like tap your chest on the way down so it doesn't go flying. And I just fucking let the bitch go, and it went fucking rolling right at Dan Eager. And then I want to say Stall made a video edit where if you don't watch the whole thing, you don't even know it's an edit. So it's like the regular lift, and then like the last 3 seconds is the fucking log like breaking out of the side of a gym, like some AI thing. It was the funniest thing. But yeah, that got a lot of traction, and then a lot of people were giving me shit about the sandbag. Tanner was like, meet strongman directors hate to see this guy coming, and
Yeah.
it did get some legs, and I got a kick out of it. But yeah, that was my strongman recap. And,
I mean, once is an accident, Keith. Several times. That's a pattern. I know we got cops in the crew, and they'll tell you.
It's all
And I haven't done a Static Monsters, Keith, so I know that's like a comparable event. So is there like a national leaderboard for this time of year for you or something like that?
I think it's getting released tomorrow. Like I think it either got sold or whatever, because like I did it 2 years ago, which was the last one they put on, and you didn't have to pay shit, just like your fee locally. But then this year, I think someone else bought it, or it's putting on by someone else, because it was like my $65 to compete, and then another like $40 just to join Static Monsters Club or whatever. I'm like, well, fuck, at that rate, I would have rather paid a little bit more and just done a 5-event show, but didn't really know about it until, and it's hard because it's a local show. It's like, it's hard for me to turn down a show that's 10 minutes from my house, and especially like it's static lifting. It's like the easiest thing ever. And it's like, there were like 6 of my training partners that from Strongman Saturdays all did it too. So it was a lot of the boys, just, it was just fun. But yeah, there is a leaderboard and like posts and stuff that'll come out tomorrow. I think one of the guys in our group, he's like 10 pound. I think his was like 10 pounds under like the record at like 231 for his press. I think he hit 350 and he just missed 370. So I'll see where that stacks up like nationwide or worldwide, I guess, tomorrow when they do the full result release. But it's just a fun show. But I mean, it's also a lot of it's fun because I knew 25 people that were there and competed with like 10 people that I trained with and stuff. So like that's a lot of what's fun about local shows is get in with the crowd, know the people, and it's not awkward or intimidating at that point.
Well, good work.
Yeah.
Great job. It was fun to watch.
Yep, good work.
Appreciate you, brother. Well, Hogan, I know you got to get to training, so I will see you in 7, 8. Well, I'll see you in 8 days at the Eagle. If I don't see you at the Arnold, we're getting in early afternoon, but well, I'm sure I'll pop in the Arnold briefly. But yeah, I'm all about the Eagle next week.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Bye.
Thanks for doing all this. All right.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I thought that was the sound of Hogan leaving, but no, that's
That's
phone
my
going off. I was like, I don't know how he did that, but like I'm in.
We're so proud of him. Yeah, that was impressive.
Every time somebody leaves, it plays that sound. I'm pretty happy.
That's a fun noise.
I'm not drinking anything fancy. Is anybody else?
Nah.
Protein shake.
There you go. What brand?
Uh,
Anything good or just store bought shaker?
These were on sale. They're called Jocko's Malt.
Okay,
Oh wait, camera.
never had one of those.
They taste like every other protein shake,
just
honestly.
shitty chocolate milk.
Yeah, I know it. What was it, Tanner, that was drinking an Oikos or
Oh,
something?
yeah, the
in
carbonated
episode?
one. I wanted to try that. Well, no, he said it wasn't carbonated, but it was in a can. That's what it was. That was the
Yeah, those ones are interesting.
which I guess might be more. I'm trying to think what is more environmental friendly, a metal can or a plastic bottle? Like they're both really bad.
Neither. They're both really
Yeah, I know.
bad.
It's like I mean, yeah, Joey wants his protein in a bag, so I get the,
That's
the
actually
bag
true.
milk. I know.
I had the clear protein finally, so I was talking about trying it because it was really interesting. Because I don't like protein powder. I think that I just need to come to terms with that. I don't like whey protein powders. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give this a try. And they're giving out samples at Costco. And honestly, that tasted so good. It tasted like candy until you find out there's only 4 grams per serving.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, well, this is pointless. Like, who is this directed at?
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. So I guess I'll have to keep choking down the chalky crap.
Oh yeah. Risa, what you wearing over there?
I got,
Risa,
well, thanks
sorry. You
to
got me
Ground Beef
calling her the wrong
Gary.
damn name, Joey.
No, I'm calling her the Rizza all night.
Ground Beef Gary, shout out, sent me this shirt. Really
One
cool.
of the best shirts, the logo tee.
Massnomics, the black logo.
I think it on the right side of history right now with that one.
The deadlifter comfort colors for tomorrow's deadlift. I always like to wear whatever I wear Thursday nights, but I'm going to train on Friday typically, so I always try to plan a.
Nice.
I've got yeah, buddy, lightweight.
Yeah, buddy.
Speaking of gym sayings.
Oh yeah, we can rate last week's episode. Yeah, because it's pretty much, and that was when I talk about hockey briefly. Yeah, that's the first hockey game I think I've watched in I don't know, many a year. Very
maybe 12
game.
years.
What was 12 years ago?
The last time the Americans won.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that. No, wasn't it like, no, it was like 60, 80, and then like 20, 26. They might have won like something against Canada not related to the Olympics or something. But
well, I don't know. I'm
like
just...
the actual gold medal. I know the gold medal they hadn't won since 80. But yeah, it was fun. My wife like left for church and she was like, "Are you gonna watch this all morning?" And I was like, probably. Like I just competed yesterday. I'm sure as fuck not training in the basement. Normally Sundays I'd be down warming up when she goes to church, and I was like, yeah, no, like I'm not getting up. Like this is exactly what I want to do. Like so I think I passively watched it for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, this is a fucking game. Like then I'm like really intensely watching it, and then I for sure thought they were gonna take it in overtime, and then we got that goal pretty early, and boom, done. But it was a very enjoyable game. I think you couldn't have you can't be a sports fan or I think honestly an American or a Canadian and say you didn't like enjoy watching that game. Obviously, the Canadians didn't enjoy the ending, but it was still a very entertaining game.
As much as I was chirping you there for a second, it's also the first full game I've watched in a decade because I don't care about hockey, but I knew people were going to want to talk about it, so I wanted to watch it. No, it was a really good game. Canada outplayed the U.S., but the U.S. outscored Canada, and that's the way she went down. Big ups to the American goalie. Like I said in the Discord, that dude was a wall. That was a wall. He stopped over 40 shots on net. Well, yeah, he did. He stopped over 40.
Yeah, it was over 40.
So that's incredible work, right? Like that's what won the game. That's what wins games.
So last week's Maxonomic episode, we'll get into the ratings of that. So it was the gym sayings and the gym quotes and the gym's this and that was always enjoyable. I think the funniest parts for me though was probably just the banter and the chit chat, but not even related to the to the leaderboard. So the ski free talk, like I had to think about that for a second. It's like, what's he talking about? I was like, oh, that Windows 95 game where you're fucking skiing with your goddamn mouse, and the Sasquatch, or well, no, it's the polar bear Sasquatch,
abominable snowman.
Yeah, that guy comes out and eats you. And does he eat you or just break you in half? I couldn't even remember. Like I know he laughs at you, I think too, if I recall. Like he's just, I don't know. It's been so long since I played that game, but that was like definitely a throwback. Another throwback was the daddy fat sex, which was, if I recall,
what's your email? What's your email again this time?
Tyler's email, or at least an email that Tyler referenced, and then they were confused because I think pre-Crü, so this would have been like right off the bat when COVID hit in 2020, and I just started listening to the podcast. And I think I did rate it 5 stars because that's back when they were like asking for it every week. And I think I had just listened to the backlog, or maybe I listened to like the first episode, and then I decided to go get into the backlog. And it was Tyler talking about his email being Daddy Fat Sex or something. So like I put that as my title or my name or something in my Apple review. So I'm curious if that's what they were referencing when I was like, wasn't it like someone's review? So that was fun. And then they randomly were talking about strippers at the Arnold, and I was like, that was just so off the wall.
The fire department shows up
Yeah,
at the Eagle, and it's the strippers are here.
So that was really enjoyable. Like I mean, I don't want to really debate on if I thought this quote should have been higher or lower, but just all in all, I'll go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5 fireman stripper poles.
Riza, you're up. I'm gonna keep calling you the Riza. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Honestly, I give it a 4 out of 5. I want to give it a 5 out of 5. It was a 5 out of 5. I think the banter was really good. I enjoyed their tier list. I was happy that they put Ronnie Coleman's quotes. I think they did an A list, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, there's S tier, which is like, still don't know why something is called S tier, but S tier is like A plus plus. But I don't know what S means. Like, I don't know what the fuck does the S mean? Like, think of one word that starts with an S that means elite. Like, I don't get it. Like, I couldn't tell you. Superior?
I couldn't
like,
either. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, Daddy,
Yeah.
after they mentioned the Daddy Fat Sex thing, I went to my Discord, my personal one, and changed my name to that as a joke. Everybody loved it because I told them what it was from, and they had a good laugh at that. So that'll be my name for the week.
Nice. There you go.
I'm going to go ahead and give that 5 out of 5. What the hell does S tier stand for? But I want to ask you guys, aside from that list, what is your favorite gym saying?
One that they say, like if I have to go with like a Q, it's just like up, because that is just what you say in powerlifting meets. If it's for something like you say to kind of get someone motivated, and it's probably more recent bias. The fuck am I trying to say?
Well,
Anyway.
You're referencing the recency bias.
Recency, that's the word I couldn't. Yeah, I said recent and recent, whichever. They say it a lot, or at least Chris Mark does, and it's kind of always stuck with me. It's just saying lock in. Just like it's almost, they say it to the point that it's almost a joke now. But like if you tell someone to lock in, it's kind of, it's game time for me. So that's, to me, it's got to be lock in. And prior to that, like I didn't really have a whole lot of training groups, so or at least not. When people come over here and train, it's not really going balls to the wall. So like you're not really saying stuff to motivate each other. So I never really had that culture. So yeah, up and lock in for me.
Yeah, up is a good one, especially when everyone in the gym screaming like up, up. But I picked up on this one chick's saying, I don't know if you guys know who Cranon is, or Cranon, I forgot how to pronounce it, but she says it's just the bar. So she walks up to it, it's heavy ass weight, it's just the bar. Goes and picks it up like it's nothing. I really like that because it really is just the bar.
So it's one that Big Steve always said to me, and it was just stand up. Just stand up. All you got to do is stand up. So it's kind of like what you were saying there. It's just the bar, but it's you just stand up. Just pick it up.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
How much? Like when he was my handler and I was going for my 4th attempt, and I was like, "How much weight's on there?" And he says, "Don't worry about it. Just go stand up." And I like that's pretty awesome. But I will put out everything is fine. Everything is fine is a good one for when you fail rep. Everything is fine because you want to kick yourself in the ass. You want to go back and how could I have done better? How could I have? Nope. Everything is fine. And then you
so much.
I know you do.
I hate that so much. I like not even gym related. Like I hate that like as just a saying, because it's just like let me be anxious for like 30 seconds, the kind of mentality. But
when have you ever been anxious for
people?
30 seconds?
Like for the entirety of that 30 seconds.
Yeah.
like
and then the next 30 seconds.
Several minutes of 30 seconds. Yeah. It's not. It's a reoccurring. We have reoccurring bits. I have reoccurring 30 seconds of anxiety.
Yeah, everything is fine is a good one. I say that a lot, and I'm glad Nate got something out of that too.
Very positive.
That was very refreshing to hear that. My voice in Nate's head saying everything is fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, in our group chat he had mentioned that.
And I'm not. Everything is fine.
Oh, yeah.
So are we still doing affiliate ad reads? Are we still doing those?
Yeah, but like we could probably make it like a 60-second or less thing. Not really.
Oh, watch me go.
Do like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
challenge.
code unpaid at Obsidian Ammonia, although he is doing a rad 40. So like I said, use rad 40 to save 40%, and then add my code later, which is code unpaid. It just gives us recognition. We don't get anything from it, but it still tells him we referred you. Plate snacks and belt fed strength. Plate snacks for your stickers, banners, unpaid and underrated banner, which is on Gym Radar. And belt fed
I'm so
strength.
happy they did that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. All using code unpaid. Was that 15 seconds?
Yeah, it works.
Nailed it.
What I stop
The Risa. Hit me with the
Oh,
blade.
it's so bad.
The Risa.
Does our guest have a Massonomic sponsor read for us this week?
I'm
Just
sorry.
yeah.
I know that's not your name, and I'm not doing it to undermine you, but that's how I've been reading it since you first joined Discord. But again,
It's honestly a fun way to like say it. I'm okay with this. People call me Risa, Riza. It's fucking all of the above.
yeah, like the crew has their own Risa. Like that's awesome.
No, I love it. I do have an ad read. I couldn't think of anything like funny or creative. I was pulling from a little bit deeper side of my heart. I want to start off by saying that when I first started lifting, I didn't ever expect to come across like this big community or anything of the sorts, and didn't even know it existed. Shout out to Big Garrett, by the way, for that. And when I found Massonomics, it basically felt like a freaking home. I felt bigger as a person and a part of something really important. Tommy and Tanner are really amazing, and the community of people they brought together are amazing. They feel like family. The more you get to know them, such a great community of people who uplift each other, support each other, people who are so genuine and nice, but also funny and fun to make jokes at and talk about anything and nothing at all at the same time. It's just all around amazing, and I just want to thank Massonomics for existing and bringing everybody together. Even though I'm new, I'm happy to be here. If you're listening to this and you're not already a supporting member, I highly recommend that you sign up at massonomics.com, become a part of the family, the community, help keep it thriving and growing, and you won't regret it at all, because I don't. But yeah.
Thank you so much.
I know you were nervous about that. That was, you hit it out of the park. Well done.
Yeah, I love telling people about Massonomics. It's my favorite thing to talk about.
It's not a cult, but kind of.
A little bit.
All right, should we get our guest on the horn?
Yeah, let's see if we can get this person on. We gotta have her introduce herself.
Hello,
Big Risa. Is that you?
It is me. I am here. I am Big Risa.
Where are they gonna find you at? On just the socials.
I recently changed my name on Instagram. I think it's Sith Lord Risa. I went from Jedi Master to Sith Lord because I changed to Strongman, and that's the dark side of me.
Nice.
Nice.
I was gonna say, when did that switch happen?
I think when I signed up for the Massonomic Strongman, I got bullied into it, essentially.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Crew Falls, they do that.
Yeah, I was worth it. I like trying new things, and I think it'll be a fun event. I get to train with Big Hannah at my Los Campeones. I convinced her to join my gym, so we've been training over there.
Finally,
okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've been training.
Love Hannah.
Yeah, she's awesome. I seriously love her. She's cool. I'm glad they're in Sioux Falls. Can hang out, do things.
It's awesome. You got to get Casey's got to buy a circus dumbbell off of Big the Phillips, because Jonathan's down there making them for everybody. So, or he at least needs to buy one like from Titan that weighs like 50 pounds or something, so you guys can actually like have a chance of picking it up. Because
except for the three they already have.
Yeah, but they don't have one that. What's the lightest one they have, Colton? Aren't they all like 80 pounds or more?
At Los?
Yeah. Are there
Yeah,
any circus
there
dumbbells that are like light? I always thought
there
there
are
wasn't.
3 of them, and I think they're all over 80 pounds.
Yeah, he
I
said there's
tried
the
picking
lightest
one
one's
up.
75. So
He says
Yeah.
75
it's
ish.
not-
That's what you want to
yeah.
hear. Keith loves the word ish at the end of a weight he has to pick up.
Well, no, I've just had like if you're like like a lot of like a newer or a novice strongman or a strong woman that is like 75 pounds is a lot of weight. Like, I saw a lot of guys try to pick up the 75-pound.
I don't even think I pulled it off when I was there.
Didn't
Yeah.
or struggled with it. So, if Casey's gonna run shows and stuff, he should it's another it's a couple hundred, a few more $100, but he's I'm always an advocate of people buying more strongman equipment that cater to both genders and all strength levels.
Especially when they buy them from our friends.
Yeah, well, I don't even
You
think
should hit
Jonathan
'em up.
wants. I really don't even think Jonathan wants to make them public legally because that's just a lot of extra time that I don't think he has. I think he just made them for like people that I think he's making Jake one, he made Jen one, he made his wife one. I don't know that he wants to like do it for a living, but all good. Well,
Have him make one more.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, newer crew, you kind of touched on it a little bit in your ad read, but just in general, what you'd even said Garrett. So I want to hear your origin story of Massonomics and kind of why you're still here.
So was it a year or 2 ago? I went to a liftathon and I can't remember the town. Was it not Yankton? Was it Yankton? No, wherever USD
the
is.
one that Garrett,
yeah.
The one that Garrett puts on had
Yeah.
previously. I think he's moved on now, but yeah, he
I
did
had
that
been
for a few years.
told about that, so I
Vermilion.
went there. Yeah, Vermilion. God, I don't know my towns here.
Thank you, Colty.
But that was fun. Nice little fundraiser event. I met Big Garrett and Sydney for the first time, and they were really cool. They had mentioned, next meet Massonomics. I was like, what is that? Basically explained it to me a little bit. I just did a little research later on. I didn't get into the podcast a little bit later, but I did some research. I immediately signed up. I paid the subscription, and I was like, okay, cool. Who do I hit up for this? I got in the Discord. I was like, cool. There's a bunch of people in here. Really cool. I looked through all the channels, was seeing everybody just, talking about lifting, talking about random stuff. Made a couple of friends before the event, and I went to Massonomics alone, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I think that's the most fun I've ever had, just going to an event by myself, meeting strangers for the first time. Everyone was just super nice. And I think that's what kept me here too, was like, okay, I want to keep partaking in these events.
Oh, Crü Falls. You were at Crü Falls.
I was at Crü Falls.
So for
that was later in the year.
She did Lift Hard, Live Easy and powerlifting in 2025.
Yeah.
She signed up for
I wasn't
Lift
there
Hard, Live Easy
for that one.
Strongman in
Yeah, there it is.
2026, and she did do
Crü
Falls 2025. So that's
which was also awesome. I love that they are able to get people together multiple times a year for these little events just to hang out. Everyone flies from all over. It's like really fucking cool.
My bank account doesn't love it, but yeah. It's pretty damn fun. But goddamn,
good memories.
There's got to be a for
just to jog your memory, if I can, for a second. Do you remember at Los Campeones, Big Gary shoving a phone in your face and saying,
yes.
Yeah, that was me.
Yep, I remember that.
He FaceTimed me and he's like, it's Risa. And then I was like, I don't know who that is.
I didn't know who you were, but I was like, fuck yeah.
I could tell from your face. I was like, she doesn't know who I am. And I thought that was so funny because it's just like, he's just running around with his phone, shoving it in everybody's face. And everybody's all like, yeah, Joey. And you're just like, hey. And I'm just like, hi, friend. Yeah, that
was cool.
For the meet in the summer, did you end up making it down Friday, or did you just show them? Because I don't did you show up at Tanner's on Friday night?
I was there Friday. I didn't go to Tanner's. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I kind of yeah. So, do you think now, like, you're gonna come this Friday? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a lot more comfortable. No one made me feel like excluded. So it's like I want to be at every event that I can. If it's Tanner's house, I got some people together that want to play Magic the Gathering at his house. So we're going to be doing that too.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. There's just going to be one whole table of nerds.
Yep.
And then nobody will flinch. Everybody will be like, yeah, that's dope. And like go about their night. Like,
I think it's going to be really fun. Do you think we're going to have a cottage cheese contest again? God, I heard that was a really good one.
It'll be a hose water contest this year.
That actually, how would you? Yeah, like that's so hard to like you could like chug water and out of a hose and like do a gallon out of a thing and then be out
Put
of
it in a
like that's a,
keg.
but that's pretty elaborate and
Well, no, Tanner can just put a bunch of couplers out of all the faucets at the back there.
that's pretty elaborate. So
They
you
always talk
enjoy
about hose water.
I
It's so
do.
funny.
So was the Lift Hard Live Easy your first competition then, or had you done some other previous? Well, other than Garrett's, was it their first sanctioned competition?
Yeah, that was the first big one. It was intense. I didn't expect it to be as big as it was, especially with the crowd there watching. And uh, I think the adrenaline was really high. I love the energy. I want to partake the next however many years it goes for, hopefully forever. But um, I'm glad I swapped from powerlifting to strongman. I think that'll be a lot more fun.
For sure.
And they're doing it on Friday instead of
We are,
one
yep.
day now, which is really cool. I enjoy that.
Yeah, that'll be a good change. It's like dual purpose because we get more competitors for strongman, and we get an extra event for strongman. So it's actually more like from spending a couple $1,000s to get out there, it's actually we get to do a whole day dedicated to us, not just shoehorned at the end, and
Yep.
everyone's tired and wants to go home anyway. So like I'm very very happy with it. I much rather compete at fucking like 9 or 10 in the morning than like 2 in the afternoon dehydrated. So that'll be fun. Just all in all, it's gonna be great. So.
Yeah, didn't you compete in both last year, or
I
was
did
that
not
someone
know.
else?
No,
Who
there.
did
Big
both?
Sam, Big
Okay.
Sam has done it. There might have. I think he's the only one that. There might have been a couple guys that did strongman and maybe like bench only, but I think to my knowledge, Sam's the only one that 2 years in a row so far has done like a full power, like a legitimate, like all three lifts, like so 9 max effort attempts and then a full strongman show in
That's
like an
insane.
8 hour span, which is wild. And I think he did it like somewhere in between too, like locally. Like I think he was in Baltimore or something and did it maybe once in the past year, a similar thing. So it's pretty wild. I will not be. I did consider like, oh, I could do a bench only or something, but like I don't know. I don't want to do a single lift meet. Like if that's just my OCD on my open powerlifting. It has to be like a full powerlifting meet. So because I do still need to try to get a powerlifting meet in this year, but it's less of a priority.
Yeah.
Well, we know you're in Crü Falls now, so if you wanted to share anywhere else you've been, or where your travels have taken you.
I thought about going to the Arnold this year, but that ended up not becoming a thing. I really wanted to. I think I'll go next year because you guys usually have a big group going, right? The meetup.
Yeah, they typically have the booth. This will be the first year in the last handful they haven't had a booth, so
Yeah,
there won't really be like a home base. But we're doing a big dinner. Like it's going to be like 50 to 60 people. It's gonna be pretty wild. So that's the only reason we're going is because there's actually a super organized event to go to.
Yeah, next year will be good then.
The booth was a lot of money for a place for most of us to rest our bags.
Yeah, no. I fully understand why.
Me too.
It
Yeah,
makes sense. It's just,
but I don't think Barefoot's going to be there either this year. Like
no one's going to be there that I wouldn't associate with. Like, I don't even care if I go into the expo whatsoever, but I probably will just to, maybe watch Tyler lift if he's still going, or I got a buddy that's still on the strongest fireman. So it's just a matter of timing. But yeah, definitely going for the Eagle dinner. It's going to be the blast. So then always in Crü Falls, or did you kind of bounce around?
Just had Crü Falls this last year.
Oh no, sorry.
Were you born in Sioux Falls?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to. Yeah, a reoccurring question is essentially, where do you live, where you're from? But I don't think I must not have phrased it right to begin. Yeah, so
I live in Crü Falls. No, I've been here since 2022. Before that was Florida, and before that was South Dakota, and then it was Arizona before that. So
all over
bounced
the place.
around. Yeah, that's fun.
Did you come back to Sioux Falls because that's like a family thing, or you literally just randomly ended up in Sioux Falls? Did you like throw a dart at a map or something? How the fuck? how else does someone end up in Sioux Falls? Like
I came up here for my birthday to visit my family, who I don't really see anymore, but it's fine. But I was like, okay, I just ended up never going home. I never went back home. And then one day I was like, I'm going to fly down, go get my car and my stuff. Came back up. It's just kind of on a whim. It was spontaneous. I don't regret it. Florida is expensive and overcrowded, but I do miss the weather. The Midwest is growing on me. I do enjoy the people out here, and there's not much to do out here besides drink and stuff, but I do enjoy it out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ironically, I think I had a similar conversation with a buddy that was talking about moving to Florida, and he was like, "But there's this, and this that's like potentially wrong with it." And it was like that kind of checked all the boxes.
Yeah, that seems
Yep.
like all the red flags. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot wrong with Florida.
Do you know
Yeah.
your Hall of Fame status? Do you have that card?
I don't have it on me, but I know that, well, it's in my wallet, which I can never find. I think I crossed off about 10 of them so far.
Well, this is
Nice.
another one.
Was it 10? Was it 10? This would
10's
include
a
the
lot.
10, yeah. Wait, was it 10? I'm missing, I think it's be a part of the podcast or the Mastonomics for 4
Yeah,
years,
voice
right?
on-
And then
Yeah, there's podcasts for 2 years, podcasts for 4 years, voice on their podcast, contest win, the Arnold. I know you don't have any of those at a mouth, just off the top of my head. So that's 5. So
Sure.
you might be at 10 unless there's another one. Because those are
The
everything.
Those are the ones I'm
Everything's out.
missing.
Yeah, the backlogs. You're probably only at 8 or 9 then, because you don't know what you did
yeah, I
the
think
backlog
9.
yet.
I crossed off a bunch of them last year. I
That's still
think
good.
it's
Yeah,
9.
cool.
So this would
beans.
be 10, I think, maybe.
Setting the bar pretty high for a newbie. That's good.
Yep.
In a couple years, I think I'll complete them all, hopefully. The contest one I heard is kind of difficult, though.
It's
Oh,
the
no, super
hardest
easy.
one.
I have like 7 of them. Like Tanner just like keeps forgetting and like doesn't acknowledge them. One thing we will touch. I'm gonna briefly sidetrack here. Tommy in the YouTube video specifically said there might be awards that come with Gem Radar. So I'm gonna assuming like anybody that cracks the 2000 maybe gets some kind of like pin or something. That'd be really cool. Uh, does that count as a is an award a contest? I mean, I think an award. is a contest,
I know
but-
you do.
I mean, and like
Gets his
like
jacket
Tommy,
early,
oh,
wants to
fuck
make up
off.
how he can just
If Tanner
do
ever
whatever
mails you your
competition.
fucking jacket, I'm
He's not
never gonna
going
let
to.
you hear. I know,
He's
but
not
if he
going
did,
to.
if you cried about it enough that he
He's
did,
not going
I would
to.
never let you live that down because all
He's
you fucking do
not
is shit on me
going
and my
to.
fucking same month qualifying fucking. And Tanner's the one that said, yeah.
No, actually, I'm totally down with it because otherwise you'd have to fly all the way there to get it again. It's just when
Yeah,
you
I was
are
like,
such
yeah.
a stickler for the rules all the time,
This December 8th and December 22nd, pretty fucking close.
you're
but,
always such a rule stickler, but then that one you let
and
slide.
everyone can stick it up their ass.
So I want to
Well,
tease you sometimes. But know that I don't
Okay.
actually care. Like just
well, really, I can't.
fucking sidetracked. Oh yeah. Sorry, Keith.
Big guest. What's the so you've been around here for a minute, you've met a handful of people, you've interacted with Hannah, who actually has some pretty like dope old merch. What's that one thing you've seen someone wearing and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go check out that website and it's just not there as far as something they don't make anymore?
You know the hood the metal font hoodie
Mhm.
I really want. That thing is awesome. I think it's like a black hoodie with the metal like album font on it, Mastonomics. I love
we call
that
it the
thing.
Metalnomics.
Metalnomics, I love it. I've seen it on some people. I've been wanting it, but they don't have it.
Yeah, that's the thing you'll come to learn. It's a lot of it. It's like, they buy a couple hundred shirts and that's like that's unless it sells out immediately, like you might not see that shirt once it sells out for like 5 more years. So it's kind of like if you see something you like, buy it. Do you know your sporting membership number? Actually, you probably wouldn't because you're new enough that unless Tanner's told you in Discord, you wouldn't have a card.
I don't think I do.
I'm going to assume he's good about letting people know in the Discord after the fact sometimes.
Mhm.
So you may or may not know about it. And if you see him in person, he loves pulling up the spreadsheet and letting people know because that's a thing you can always ask. But I'm going to assume
Yeah,
you're
I'll
somewhere
ask
in
him.
probably the 500 to 600 range, give or take. So
Happy to be there.
a fair guess. So you got a handful of people that filled out the questionnaire. I know you were pretty nervous about sending it out to people or at least filling it out. So like, how did that? Essentially, were you like, hey, will you fill this out for me? And was kind of vague with it, or did you actually kind of go into detail of why you were asking people to fill out something so personal for you?
Well, one of the people I explained most of what it was. They're like, "Oh, cool." And then one of the people was like, "Okay, I'm just going to put down this, this, and that." And I was like, "Okay, I don't remember what they put down. It was something about Taco Bell, and their answers were very vague." But
There's a lot of Taco Bell talk.
Yeah,
they didn't.
like
They didn't take a.
if we
They didn't take it very.
don't talk about Taco Bell, like I think that's like 80% of our notes, but not really. But there was a lot of Taco Bell. And I could see a couple things where people were probably just busting your chops, but I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, a little bit. I told them it's a little bit serious, but you know, you don't have to be super serious, but that's what they did.
So you don't like Taco Bell?
Oh man, it's a love-hate relationship. So I had a habit for a couple years in Discord when we're gaming. I always say getting Taco Bell for food because it's so cheap, you know? Like it's just they had these chicken nuggets come out and I was obsessed with them for the longest time. And they're like 70 grams of protein for 10 nuggets.
That's
But
actually really good.
Mhm.
What's the
I
one with
hate
the fat?
that.
The fat's gotta
Yeah.
be pretty high on that though. It's gotta be
Yeah,
like
it
100
is.
grams of fat.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to stop I hate it because I have to stop eating it, but also gives you the shit. So it's like I don't Taco Bell's like a very love-hate relationship with my stomach, but it tastes so good. So it's been a meme forever.
One of our reoccurring games here, we have a handful of games we like to play. It's essentially just a question. So I'm gonna pose to you, a thing, and I need you to tell me the least fun thing about it and the most fun thing about it. So it's not pick one and elaborate. It's kind of elaborate on what the best and worst part about this, or as I like to call it, least fun, most fun. So, kind of vague and easy for you. So just training at Los Campeones, the least fun and the most fun thing about it, or the
Most
gym itself, however you want to.
Yeah, one of each.
Most fun about it is anytime you're lifting there, doing any lift, heavy, people will literally drop what they're doing and go like yell at you, cheer you on, watch you. I think that's the best part of it.
That's awesome.
Their community. Least fun, wish there was lights in the strongman room.
Yeah,
a little
that
bit more.
still hasn't fucking fixed yet. That pisses me off so much. Like that like borderline ruined my like whole lifting there because I'm like it's so fucking dark. Like I'm old, I can't see shit, and now I
Yeah.
really can't see shit. It's like that's not safe. It's not cool. It's you're not like you're not edgy because your fucking strong arm room is dark. And he's having a goddamn show there this weekend, and if it's pitch
Yep.
black, like that's gonna be
We'll
stupid
be
as
there.
fuck. Like I don't like it's a great gym, but that's fucking stupid as shit to not fix your goddamn lights.
I don't
Luckily-
remember why.
Luckily, when I was there, we just opened the door because it was so balmy. Right? If you remember that,
Well, I think the lights
that
worked
Crü
then.
Falls. Oh, did so
No,
it's worse than it was?
No, dude. They're like there's like 6 rows of lights up top. Like only the ones by like maybe one light by the combo rack works, and like
Oh,
nothing,
jeez.
nothing,
Okay,
nothing
because it was
for
dark when
90%.
I was there, and that's when they worked.
No, nothing for like 90% of that room has light, and it's kind of
Oof.
I don't like to say shit's obnoxious, but like that's fucking obnoxious. Like fix it, Colton. Like get up there yourself with a ladder and fix it. If Casey won't. But I get having a gym super expensive, but you got thousands of dollars to paint murals, but you can't spend money to either if the lights are dead, like I understand, like I literally do lighting for a living, like you maybe the lights literally need to be replaced, and that's a financial investment, but like someone fucking falling and breaking their neck on a goddamn axe or a stone because they can't see is really fucking a big deal.
Mm.
So
It's really
yeah,
dark in there.
agree. Definitely.
No
definitely
offense,
least fun.
Casey, but
Definitely at least fun, Casey. Figure that shit out, buddy. Like I will Venmo you $50 if it means you'll go buy light bulbs. Like
I'll do it myself.
All right.
I don't care.
yeah. All right, rant over. But yeah, no, that's very very cool that you guys have that training atmosphere that like people actually kind of get in the zone and
Yeah.
cheer for you. Love it.
The question I always ask everybody is if you could have one person hyping you up for your next big lift, and they can be living, dead, or fictional, who would you choose?
Oh man. I'm just gonna go with Gimli from Lord of the Rings, man. Oh, I love him as my little sidekick.
That's a good answer.
He's rowdy. He's funny.
He is.
I know he'd be out there out yelling everybody.
He could probably squat it.
Probably-
He could probably squat 1,000 pounds. He probably couldn't deadlift more than 500. I bet. That's right.
He's a little too short for that, I think.
Probably benches what he deadlifts and squats double.
And then everybody would just yell, "Oh, there's no ROM." Of course he could deadlift. There's just not any ROM.
Probably wears equipment too, honestly.
Good answer.
Gimli's an
We
equipment.
don't get a lot of the fictional answers. Like,
He's just
people
going
always
out there in
have
his
fun.
squat suit all. Oh, geez. And you have my canvas. Good answer.
So
Yeah, that's-
occupation, we always ask if people, as little or as much as you want to, elaborate on what you do for a living, but some people talk for 5 minutes about it, some people just skip. So it's up to you.
Well, I just recently quit my job of 6 years at UPS.
Oh damn.
Oof.
Due to some management issues, CEO. A lot of bad shit's happening over there, but my most fun job I ever had was I was I was a private investigator in Florida for a few years before that.
I
That
saw that
was
in the notes and didn't know if it was serious or not. So
no,
that's
that was
I want to
serious.
let's talk about that job then. That's pretty cool.
It's not like your typical like cool FBI detective on the shows and stuff like that, but you know, I think it was just I liked it because I was just on my own routine. You know, you contract with customers, you work for them, you know, you get paid a good amount of money. You can usually set your pay too. I was a trainee at first, so I didn't make that much, but I think it was really overwhelming. A lot of the jobs were they kind of make you think of the world a little bit more negatively because we had to work with child custody, missing people, people missing money, and then you know people who are cheating on each other. If you're married, you can legally go get a tracker, and like we had to deal with stuff like that. It was just a lot of crazy stories. I do miss that job a little bit. I always wanted to start my own business in South Dakota because you don't need a license. So, but I never really got to it because I'm trying to gather my certifications for cybersecurity, which is not going very well at the moment, but I'm working on it. That's why I quit my job too, is I need to focus more time into that. I took out some money. I just need to hit up my counselor for school again and get back into it.
Well, we wish you the best. Sorry
Yeah,
to hear
thank
that
you.
things kind of, whatever things escalated to the point that you had to leave. That's never fun. Like, I mean,
No.
yeah. Then good luck on the next venture, and hopefully, that's get you where you want to be and get you doing
Oh,
something
hell
you like
yeah.
doing.
Thank you.
If I could say, walking away from bad management it sucks, but it's also the best, right? Like, because usually a bad manager makes you think that you owe them your job, and at that point, by the time you're like, "Fuck you, I don't need this anymore." Who said it? No divorce ever ends because things are going well. What is it like? No divorce ever happens because things are going well. Nobody's ever like, "Whoa, things are going great. Let's break this off." Like, it's always better in the long run. So,
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah. I just think they did a lot of buyouts for our management and they replaced them with like low end
Idiots.
idiots. So we
Yeah.
got a lot of people harassing our workers, not following the union rules, basically treating them like they aren't human. And it was just
Mhm.
we've been fighting a lot with the management. It's just not going anywhere. I just said this isn't worth the few hours a day I work there. They've been cutting our hours, so it's like whatever, I'm out. Like I know my worth. Goodbye.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Tell us about some of the lifting history. Now you're in strongman. We know you were doing powerlifting. What was before that? What got you into that?
You're jacked as shit, so you can't.
Correct.
The notes literally said
Correct.
she started lifting in 2022 or
Yeah,
2023.
lies.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. Unless she's fucking been doing shrugs since she was 11, I think. What the fuck? Fucking craps up to her goddamn forehead.
Oh my god. When was it? I think it was 2023 summer. I started lifting a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, well,
Oh yeah, hold on,
so
Natty or
for
Natty or
perspective
not.
though, like you could like I guess it would make sense if how old are you ballpark?
28.
Okay, so yeah, you still got your
Yeah.
I guess that
Still made of magic
like,
and rubber.
yeah, like with Joey and I don't lift until we turn 40, and then like magically we don't just get jacked. So youth is still on your side.
I mean, I think I don't know if it's the way I train, if it's what I eat. Like when I first started lifting, a lot of it came from UPS. Like my shoulders were a little bit more broad and I had biceps. Then I was like, this is really cool. It's not the main reason why I started lifting, but I liked the look, the feeling of being strong. I started going to Crunch for a little bit. I didn't eat very well, but
Well, yeah,
I was that person going
Taco
in.
Taco Bell nuggies.
Go and train till my veins pop and then down 10 nuggies.
I could eat some nuggets right now. I'm sorry.
Some gordita crunches and chalupas.
Gordita crunches are the best.
They're
I'll
really
raid the
good.
fridge in like an hour.
Yeah, if I don't meal prep, I end up going to places like Taco Bell to eat. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's so much more financially like just enjoyable to be like, oh, I ate my packed lunch every day this week and I didn't spend any money like that. Like, because like you literally, even if you try to eat, like it's like $18 to eat anywhere, like unless you
Not
just,
at Taco Bell.
well, yeah, but
$6
it
box.
depends. With
Yeah,
my
you-
job too, like if I eat on the road a lot of times, like a lot of my driving is on the throughway, so all the places that are next on the throughway or even off the throughway, it's like inflated by like 40% of what like the
Yeah.
McDonald's or the Wendy's, like
And none of them have
in a neighborhood
bathrooms.
is.
So you're going to eat that high fat crap. Your body's immediately going to go, I'm not processing this. So by the next en route, or what we call them en routes up here, you're like, well, now I need the bathroom. So there's another half an hour off my day.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
about right.
so Crunch Fitness a couple years ago. How long were you there before you were, or was, did you end up going to Los? Well, I'm trying to think. As far as time, like you said, you did the liftathon. So you did that where you were still just doing Crunch?
So Crunch opened. Oh crap! When Crunch opened pretty recently that year, maybe a couple months before I started going there, and Lowe's opened up at the end of the year, and that's when I did the swap. And then
Gotcha.
after that, I did the liftathon, then
Word.
Lift Hard Live Easy 4. When I got to Los, I realized some big dogs were lifting there, and I think that's what pushed that's what pushed me to lift a little bit differently. I had a more set routine because I was that person that just went to the gym. I was like, okay, I feel like hitting arms today, or legs. I honestly didn't hit legs that much. I was not a leg person.
I was about to say that when you're doing your own thing, you're not hitting legs. Don't lie to me.
Oh. It was all upper body. But
So-
now I have to pay for that now and train legs extra hard just to get where I want to be.
So did you get into where you started working with a coach or paying for programming or just following people's old programs or anything, or what are you doing?
I worked with Casey for powerlifting. I only did powerlifting. I started in January, at the end of January of was it 2024 or 2025? I got my years.
It would
mixed
have been
up.
January 2025 if you were prepping
yeah.
for Lift Hard Live Easy in 2025, which would have been the meet you did this summer.
And
past summer.
then I trained with him. I stopped training with him because financially I couldn't have a coach. And
Yeah.
someone hit me up for a cheap training coach, so I did that. He helped a little bit. Powerlifting was just, I don't have any hate towards it, but it was really fatiguing. I didn't like going to the gym. It felt like a job almost. And it was just like, oh, great, I get to squat for the third time this week and bench for the third time this week. Deadlift. Oh, God, for the fucking third time this week. And it was just,
that sounds like a program my old ass wouldn't be doing. Squat once, deadlift once, bench twice. But
yeah, it was 3 times a week. And I really love training accessories. Like I love hitting biceps, doing traps. So I wanted to focus on that more. So when I moved to strongman, it felt like, I don't know, it felt like I was a little kid again, is what I explained to people. It's like, oh, I got to go pick up a big rock today and throw it over, like
It is.
It's so fun. Like it's something new every day, and you train for the comp that you're signed up for, is what I've learned. But like, there's all the lifts are fun. Like I actually enjoy and look forward to going to the gym now and being like, oh, I got to do the axle cleat and press. Like that's my favorite one.
That's awesome. So
yeah,
and you were competing this weekend, like we're right? Is it this weekend or next week? Yes, this weekend. Yeah, because
it's Saturday. We have some crew members actually coming out. I just found out about.
Yeah, there'll be a little. Yeah, I know. Jake was coming up. Colton will be there. Paul and Bryce might make an appearance if they can. But was Colton competing? Do you know that? Or like you're familiar with? I'm assuming you know Big Colton then, right? He's like he's a regular at Los. With people's schedules, I mean, very much he could never train at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really see him. I might have seen him. I've heard of his name. I know I'm trying to visualize who he is. I think I've seen him a couple of times. We kind of train I train at different times. Like it could be morning, it could be late at night, or right after work. But
I think the gig is up. Colton's never there. He's not actually training.
Proof.
He's out playing with his blood and doing his plasma stuff at the lab 24/7. And, being a dad and a husband. He's busy.
Yeah, it's a busy life.
Yeah. So as far as your show, anything you're looking forward to, anything you're nervous about? What's the, I know you said one of the lifts as far as the weight class goes, it was like, shit, this is heavier than I think I can do.
Yeah, I won't lie. I'm excited to go just to experience it before my first big meet with you guys.
Yep.
I'm not very excited about my lifts. Uh, I was supposed to be in the 132 weight class, and I'm 147 right now. And I go to Casey. I was like, okay, so what's the difference between my axle clean and press? It's 95 pounds to 115. My PR just hit 95, so I'm like, okay, well, if I hit it once, I'm gonna be happy. It's fine. I'm not gonna do it for reps and hurt myself. I'll be excited. The stones, Casey has so many stones. I wish he had some stones in between. What is it? 135 and 170. I went to go pick up the
Yeah,
170.
you definitely should be at 150 in there. It's a big jump.
Yeah, because I can pick up the 150 keg just fine. I just wish there was stones in between. So I know I'm going to hit the first two stones. I'll attempt the 170 because why not? And then we'll see how it goes from there. My lifts will be all over the place, but I'm excited to just do the event. I'm in there
That's
for the
awesome.
people. I guess it's a little crew meetup now.
Yeah,
So
and it's good.
I think
like,
Tommy might even show up.
Yeah, he was.
That'll be
He asked
cool.
what time it was, so yeah, we'll see. That'd
like
be cool.
9 a.m. I think.
Yeah, that should be fun. No, that's just it is. It's fun to do like that. I mean, I'm assuming that gym's like within 10 minutes from your house, so it's like it's
Yep.
low pressure. There's no, I gotta go get a hotel room. I gotta go socialize the night before with people and figure all that out. So it's like just the Lift Hard Live Easy. It's its own monster of a weekend to like mentally. Like even like I love hanging out with people, but like it's overwhelming as shit every year too in general. So it's like not having to deal with that, just being able to like wake up, go lift. It's just it'll be a good icebreaker for you to kind of get your teeth wet on strongman for sure.
Yeah.
Too bad you won't be able to see anything, but other than that, it's
Yeah.
bring
I
you get
hope
to
he has
bring a
the
fucking
garage
flashlight.
open.
Yeah, it
You
is.
wear those
One of those
headlights.
headlamps, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just walk up to the weight and stand up. You'll be fine.
Still,
Yeah, just stand up.
chaps my ass so much.
What, just stand up or the darkness?
No. I don't think if I didn't do lighting for a living, probably wouldn't care as much. But like, it's just like nothing should be dark. Like it's so easy to replace lights. It's so
Yeah.
Everything should be dark.
like my soul.
Like the overhead lights, you don't use those. Those are the bad lights. You got to use these little lights.
I don't use my overhead, apparently. It's all dark in here.
Yeah, those are.
Is your room just like wall to wall desks with computers? Like,
Yeah,
that's
this
wild.
basement is. I got a couple PCs set up right now. It's kind of messy, but
That's because she's out there hacking and doxing people who are mean on, was it Counter-Strike?
oh, who put that on there? Did I put that on there?
Somebody did.
I laughed when I read it.
When I was in high school, I played a lot of Call of Duty, and I was
There it
so
is.
fucking fed up with the idiots on Twitter, and because I was in the Call of Duty community, I went to MLG events. I traveled to Anaheim and Orlando for them, and you meet a lot of people from the Twitter community that play Call of Duty. We played UMGs for money online, money eights, and we dealt with there's a lot of hackers online that would love to go after women mostly. Like they, send police department to their house and do all this crazy shit. And it was a crazy world I lived in with that. So I got so pissed off, I started learning how to do the same thing to them. So
Good.
that was a that was a fun little hobby. My mom hated it. She didn't like that I was involved with that stuff, but I was like, these people are fucking pissing me off. I got one of them arrested.
Nice.
The one that was messing with me and they called a bomb threat to my fucking school, and it was so crazy. And I was so fed up after that. I was like, I had to talk to detectives. It was crazy. All over a fucking video game. I was like, bro, really?
Yep.
That was a crazy time back then. I think I don't know. I don't think anyone these days could handle the things we dealt with in Call of Duty back then in gaming. It was so toxic.
No, it's I've seen a few Twitch streamers. It still kind of is. So good for you for hitting back. Like that's dope. I'm real proud of you for that.
That was fun.
Not that it means anything, but like that's amazing. Good work for you.
I just hate mean people, man. Like I get being toxic in a video game is fun sometimes, but that was just the hacker thing was too much.
Yeah.
And it was pissing people off. Girls were
Swatting
getting
swatting
Yeah.
people over Call of Duty. Like, calm down.
putting their information online. It's like, seriously, dude, like this is fun for you. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna be in prison.
Yeah,
What's the point?
over a game.
Yep. The Call of Duty that was the good old days. I do appreciate the good times with that game.
So I'm
Black
reading how
Ops.
much you oh sorry you're reading how much you love being outside and you love hiking, you love doing that, and then you've lived in Florida for 5 years, you lived in other places that were warm. Like how is getting used to seasons and winter, and when you're an avid outdoors lady, outdoors woman, outdoorsman?
Outdoorsman. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. How are those South Dakota winters treating you?
I don't handle the cold very well. I can adapt like if I put on like 6 layers of clothes, I'll be fine. Like I've been hiking in the snow, got my snow pants on, and when you're going through the hills, it gets hotter, so you just take off a couple layers. I don't like. I think I spent most of this winter inside though. It's pretty. There's a few times it hit so cold outside. My car battery died. It felt like I was gonna die as soon as I stepped outside. I think it's what is the Midwestern thing? If it wasn't so windy out,
it literally is the wind. And like you think like people that haven't been to South Dakota think that's a joke, but like year one of Crü Falls, like I saw people's hats go flying the other direction. Like I've never seen t-shirts like whipple in the wind as much as like people like walking from their car to the gym because it's like 50 degrees or something. But it was because we had like I think year one it was really warm, but the wind was like fucking I don't know the mile per hour, but it's just like wild. Like I've never saw so many hats go flying, and it really is the wind that gets you.
There's something about like the landscape in winter. Like maybe just because I'm Canadian, I'm spoiled, but it's gorgeous because it's so barren.
Yeah,
right.
It is
like,
pretty.
What's the meme like? The male fantasy of bleeding out here. You ever seen those?
Yeah, that Alice in Chains song over it.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's not untrue. Like
it's so pretty you want to die there, you're saying?
Yeah, you're out hiking in the winter and you look and like everything's got that small layer of snow, the river is frozen, and you're like, I could die here and it would be fine. Like
every morning at 5 a.m. in the past like 3 months, just walking outside. I was like, oh
up here it's been awful. Like it's been so this morning was like -10 Celsius. And then yesterday was like +2 Celsius at 5 in the morning. Like, how does anything survive that? Like, even as a person who's okay with the cold, give me cold or give me warm. Stop giving me one of each every 24 hours.
Yeah, it was really nice out today here. And before that, it snowed a little bit yesterday. So it was just weird how bipolar the weather is here.
Yeah.
It's different from Florida. I mean, Florida was bipolar, but it was going to rain 90% of the week, every single week. So it was like that or sunshine.
And then here so I work in one town and I live in another, and there's an escarpment in between. So an escarpment, for those of you who don't know, isn't a mountain, even though we call it that colloquially. It's just like where what do you call those? A plateau, I guess. Yeah. So it's like it's where the fault line meets and raises up and then fuse together. I was driving home from work, which is down the escarpment, and it was snowing. And then I got up here and it was +1. Like, because all of the wind just stops at the escarpment. So all of the weather just stops at the escarpment because there's a lake right up against the escarpment. It's fucking annoying. Pardon me. Pardon my rant.
You're good. So have we got you on Goodreads yet? I know you've recently gotten to a bunch of reading. We had a lot of book talk. We watched was it Andrew? Andy, Andy literally like flamboyantly fall on the ground when someone said something about a book he liked and no one else did, or something to that extent. So, I enjoyed a lot of the book talk we had there at Crü Falls. But Goodreads, is that something you downloaded and got on yet?
I haven't gotten on Goodreads yet. I was told to do that. I need to. I need to clear up some space on my phone because I have so many apps. But I remember, I think it was Hannah at Crü Falls brought up books, and then Andy got in the conversation and just went into like, oh, we should start a book club. I don't know if they did that yet or anything, but I would love
So
to.
on Goodreads that we do have a group, but Goodreads is very clunky with the groups on mobile or on the app itself. So no one's really done anything about it. Like I think we started a book. Yeah, we have a book chat on our personal unpaid and underrated Discord that you really get to see if you've been a guest. Which like we always thought like it's wild in general to realize that we have like 150 people in there now or something crazy because we've had that many fucking it's just
That's
like
awesome.
3 years later I was like, oh yeah, I got 137 9 people or whatever. That's a good Discord. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll jump in on that app. I can't remember how do you get into the group? Is there like a little link or like a thing you join or
on the specifically on Goodreads there if you just search it's there. I don't know if you have to get invited or not, but like if you find a couple mutuals and they're all part of it, so I can send you a link off air.
Okay. Yeah, I'll download that tonight.
A lot of video game stuff. I'm gonna leave that to Joey because I don't. It's like reading Greek to me. I'm like I know what that word means, but not in that context.
I know. After
Like,
last week's episode, where it was just me and Chris going off on comic books, and then stopping that, and then you would bring up something about the gym, and then we would go right like in the comic book movies.
Also, see a lot of your stories and stuff. You got one of your Ren Fair costumes on or your cosplay. Well, I guess Ren Fair and cosplay would be different, but in general, like feel free to elaborate on your enjoyment and what you do with all that, with your costumes.
I think it's really fun to dress up and go to events and not just pretend to be something else. Just like you put effort into something to look a certain way. Like by Ren fairs, I like going as Viking or Shield Maiden. I think that's because you got the muscle and that's a really badass outfit to wear. It's either that or I think I did an elf one time. That was fun with it. Then cosplaying. I went to where did I go? I went to MagFest this year. It's a big gaming convention for like not just video games, but like arcade games, pinball,
Oh, cool.
board games, Magic the Gathering. I went as Frost from Mortal Kombat, and I went as a
I
Hobbit.
remember seeing that one.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, that was really fun. I had sewn that outfit together. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but it looked all right. And I bought the wig. I don't know, something about dressing up and just acting in character is really cool, especially at a Ren fair. You have two meads in your hand. You're a Viking. You're like huzzah, and you talk to people like you're a Viking and just stupid shit. But
Do you? I can see you
LARPing adjacent.
Yeah.
yeah.
When you're in costume, do you lose some of your nervousness? I'm guessing that you do, don't you? Like when you're like in that element, or are you still as not antisocial, but are you still as nervous interacting with people, or is it kind of like can you kind of turn the switch a little bit and be like, oh, I'm a different person, so I don't have to be. This person isn't nervous.
The anxiety's still there because you're in a giant event with like 30,000 people, but when you're with your friends, you kind of flip a switch. You feel a little bit loose. Someone comes up to you and you're like, oh, I know who you are. Or I saw a Scorpion from Mortal Kombat come up to me a couple of times. We were like fake fighting and stuff like that. Like
cool.
That's where I was like, this is really cool. I'm comfortable doing this. Yeah.
Was that stuff you had to travel pretty far for, or was there like something in like the Twin Cities, or
that was in DC kind of area, the harbor. Yeah. Because I had mentioned to some people in the Discord that I was going out there, and they're like, "Oh," because I was looking for a gym to lift at. And they were recommending like strongman gyms and stuff. But I wanted to meet up, but I didn't have time because we were so busy with the convention.
And then, yep, you got something.
Yeah, what's it like playing in a dart league in Florida, and why was that worth bringing up? Like, is there a story there?
Hey, I saw her play darts at Lux.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't play as much as I used to, but I got so bored one day, and this was during the time I was doing the PI stuff. I just wanted a different hobby besides video games, and someone brought up a dart league, and it was like, pay $50, go join this league, you can compete and stuff and win money or prizes, and I ended up getting kind of good at it. And I was just proud that I did something like that because I'm the type that doesn't go out, get myself out there that much. You know, a lot of my life I was just kind of inside or alone, outdoorsy, playing video games. You know, I wasn't a part of a bunch of clubs in high school or college and stuff like that. So that was impressive for me. And it was fun. You know, I get to travel around Florida, going to different bars, playing darts, compete.
Well, that's awesome to hear. I'm glad Joey shit on. I'm sorry that Joey shit on that before. Having it be such a
No, I
nice
understand.
story.
It's just like it's in there, and I'm like, okay,
I
there's
know.
got to be a really cool story
I
here.
know.
No, it turns out it was just awesome.
No,
Yeah, it was just
very good.
awesome. It was fun. I never thought I'd be in a dart league.
Another dart adjacent. Who's a better pool player, you or Hannah?
Oh fuck, man.
God, I was so drunk that night.
Yeah. She's really good at pool. I think we both were a little even on that, but we were on the same team, so it was like, I don't know. I mean,
I think the game that me, you, and Anthony and Hannah played lasted like a half hour. It was the longest game, and I'm pretty sure. In all honesty, I'm pretty sure you striked on like the first, or not striked, but you sunk the 8 ball, but I caught it and put it back on the table so we could still play. Because I was like, we just put money in this thing. I don't want the game to be over.
Nobody
that'd
saw
be
that.
Stupid.
Nope.
So then we just played shit. We played like extra shit pool for like a half hour. But that was
a fun game.
That was a really fun night. Like
so good at pool, good at darts. What are you, Hawkeye?
I wish. He's badass. I don't know much about the Marvel universe, but Hawkeye is probably one of my favorite characters.
And neither of them probably like snowplows.
Snowplows.
She doesn't like the cold, and he almost died with the snowplow.
We
Jeremy Renner like got ran over by his like own snowplow on like his ATV or something, and like almost died a couple years ago.
That's crazy.
Hawkeye?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Hawkeye's Jeremy Renner, the human.
Oh, Jeremy
actor.
Renner. Oh, the guy that played him. Oh,
yeah. He
I was not
actor,
following you there.
No, the actual actor like almost died shoveling
Holy shit,
plowing snow with his. I want to say it was like a side by side with a plow on it or a snowblower, and somehow he got ran over or under it or something happened. He was in the hospital for like months and several broken bones.
Damn, dude.
I had no idea. I thought you said Hawkeye got run over.
Yeah, I was going through the Avengers movies because that's the only thing Keith would know. I was like, I don't remember that. Like, what a weird thing to include in Endgame. The reason I couldn't fight Thanos.
I got ran over by my snowmobile or snowblower. All right, good deal.
God.
Stories. So much Taco Bell. Like,
is it the Taco Bell stuff?
Are there multiple Taco Bell stories, or is it just the 3 people that submitted just know that?
So there's
so many lines.
There's multiple lines about Taco Bell and you pooping yourself.
Yeah. And where it's got to be a poop story there because it's not just someone being funny because it is like 3 times.
Yeah, and here on Unpaid and Underrated, Keith loves to hear poop stories. Yeah, don't say we. Don't say
heard.
We the collective crew like a good
okay.
We've had some to date we've had some really funny elaborate.
That's true.
And then I shit my pants in front of like a tour bus of people on the side of a mountain or in front of a 4-H club or something. It's just been.
I think Nate was the favorite because like we didn't ask him, and he was like, "You're not even gonna ask me about my poop story," and we're like, "What?" And he was like so happy to tell.
I don't know how his didn't end in divorce too. Like that's the most wild.
Love.
I don't know how you're married.
True love.
But like it's fine. Everyone, like you can shit yourself. That's perfectly acceptable. Like you shouldn't. No one's gonna divorce you for shitting yourself. But what you did after that, Nate, was the most heinous act.
Nate put it on the sink and walked away.
I heard about that one.
No, he put a note on it that said, "Please take care." I don't even think it was just "take care of this" or something like, "Woman, this is your job." Like it was so bad. Like it wasn't that bad, but it was like that. But he was also, I think, like 21 years old and didn't know how to. So
he didn't want to take care of it himself.
I'm sure that 30-year-old Nate wouldn't do that now, but it was really.
I think Sabrina Carpenter has a song about that.
That's so funny. Yeah, I think one of your podcasts I listened to, first thing that threw me off, I was like, he's talking about shitting himself. I don't remember who it was, but it was so funny. I was like, okay, so this is what we can talk about. I get it now.
Yeah,
Could have been
if you tell me the
anybody.
context of the story, I could probably remember who it was. But no,
Was
it's
it the
fine.
one where you just talked about it? I can't remember. Or no, did
don't know.
he? I think he shit himself on like at the gym or at the trip. I can't remember.
There's
But
been
it was
so many
funny.
good
It was
ones.
really funny.
Oh yeah,
It was one
but
of your earlier ones.
nothing stands out that you would. I mean, you don't have to share a shit story, but if people have a funny one, we don't. It's none of it's ever meant to embarrass people. It's just there's a funny story, we like. Funny
It's
stories,
humanizing the crew.
yeah, but if there's
We
not
all get together and talk about how we shit ourselves one time.
but the fact that like 7 people said you shit your pants, like it's either it happened multiple times or you just told the same story to every single person. That's all.
You know
But
when you're
we
sitting in Discord or I don't know, it's like you guys play video games, but there was one time it was actually the time with the chicken nuggets. I don't know what threw my stomach off, but I was sitting there and I had said something about like ripping one and it happened to not be that. So I
Oh no!
so we were in the middle of an intense game too, so I literally said it. I think I just shit myself. I didn't come back for like a solid 45 minutes, I think.
Because you had to have a shower, obviously.
I showered. I sat in the toilet for about 20 minutes and I washed my clothes. I had to change. It was really bad. Never ate Taco Bell after that until like 3 months later.
3 months.
See, there it is. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to assume it's just someone joshing you and part of the story. Josh, that's ironic.
Yeah.
The things they hate. Like, I assume this would have been under things you love, but someone submitted things you hate as clean underwear. I don't know if that's in the wrong spot or if there's a more funny story there about.
I think that's about the thing I just said.
Okay, that's what I thought. But so it's someone that's an elaborate way to bust your chops of things she hates.
That's probably busted my chops.
That's really funny.
Probably because of all the protein we eat, you just ripping ass.
Oh yeah, no, I have to warn my coworkers multiple times. I was like, guys, like I'm gonna work like 20 feet away. Don't come down here the rest of the day because I'm literally farting every 10 minutes and it's really bad. Like we're in a non-ventilated hallway replacing lights. Like stay away from me.
It's a hot box. It's bad.
For your own sake.
I think within my first month at my new job, the guy that I work the closest with, I said, hey, I'll be right back. And he's like, oh, washroom? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it should happen over water. And that was apparently the funniest thing he has ever heard. Like, he has never let that one go.
Yeah, it's fucking funny.
Anything standing out, Keith? You want to get into crew questions?
I do want to. I got to scroll. I want to go down and look at Proud real quick.
I can't believe there was a lot of Taco Bell in there.
So you did work at Taco Bell then? Is that
no?
Maybe that.
No, the quitting Taco Bell.
Oh, quitting consuming Taco Bell. Okay.
Yeah,
giving up the Jones.
Word.
I give it a break. I come back sometimes.
I haven't I had Taco Bell for the first time. So I worked at Taco Bell when I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I think I'm one of the only people in the world that went, actually, this isn't that bad. And didn't hate it after I worked there. Cause I saw that they do take care of the food. I saw the heat and how they take care of everything. But I also just don't eat fast food as often. Yep. But I did go once with one of those big boxes or something, and they now have a deep fried taco.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see myself dying on those. That was incredible.
They have a grilled cheese burrito too. It's really good.
Oh man. And then I had my first Baja Blast because we don't really have those up here in Canada.
Yeah.
I let my kid try it. Can I have more? And I'm like, no, 6-year-old, you cannot have more Mountain Dew.
It's addicting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled one out of some of the disc. We had some Instagram submissions that I copy and pasted in, and the one that stood out the most that we hadn't already kind of touched on to some extent was your LeanBeefPatty meetup, or if that what all entailed with that.
Oh
story.
Yeah, I jokingly signed up for a Versa Grips contest. Very great company. I like their stuff. They gave it. I randomly won, and I was like, oh shit, this is really cool. Okay. They sent me a really nice belt. It's like a soft belt, and these custom engraved wraps. They're like those wraps that kind of tie tight, and then they have that rubbery part.
Yeah,
where you
Versa
just,
Grips, yeah, they're a good
Yeah.
alternative. They can't really, I mean, can't do a ton with them in strongman, but they're great for barbell accessories and
Yep.
stuff like that. I do lat pull downs with them too sometimes. Very, very
Yeah, they're
innovative, cool device. I like better than regular straps for most things.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I got flown to California, Long Beach, and I spent 2 days there. When I first flew down, I didn't have anything to do the first day, so I went on a whale watching tour. I just wanted to be on a boat, so I was like, "This is cool. I haven't been in the ocean since I've been in Florida."
That's a good excuse.
I saw,
No,
I
honestly,
saw some
like,
whales.
yeah, I want to go see. So I want to be on a boat. A whale thing would help. Yep.
Yep. I was just the boat, like the waves are perfect. It felt like you're like riding a horse or I don't know. It was cool. The boat was big and I had a good time. It was nice weather. It wasn't snowing or freezing. I just did my own thing the first day, and then the second day I met up with Patty. We went to her personal gym. We were supposed to go to LA, but some plans changed, so we had to go to her town, and she met up with me. We were both kind of shy, and I didn't expect her to be so short. She is tiny. She is really small, but she was cute. She was shy. We hit legs, and I think that was the hardest in a long time that I hit legs. Like my legs were hurting for 3 days after that lift, and she told me
You
that.
already told us you never hit legs anyway, so I mean, this is not surprising to her, right?
Yes. But she likes training with me. She was like, I train with a lot of people, and this was the most fun because we were like uplifting each other. She was helping with my reps. I was matching her weight on stuff because she's been lifting a lot longer than me. So I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself. And she was doing like, what did she do? RDLs. She did like 2 plates on RDLs. I tried to match up with her, and that was pretty tough. I got a couple reps in. She was helping me lift up the bar and stuff, and she gave me a bottle of pre-workout. She took me out to eat after. We went hiking at the beach. It was really fun. Like,
so I think the big question here was, how do you know her?
it was just from that.
Oh, okay.
Contest from
So
the
it was part of the
contest?
contest.
It was part of your contest win, right? That's what I mean. That's what I gathered.
But she
Okay.
followed me on Instagram, and she didn't have to. And I was like, I'm not a big fitness like influencer person, but like meeting her was really cool. Like I didn't expect her to be so nice and stuff, and she's really helpful. Like she helps me. I ask her questions about meal plans and cutting and stuff like that. She helps me out. She still does.
That's super dope. I wonder, do you think that I'm not saying like I'm not throwing shit, but like, do you think it was rigged? Like to where they're like, we have to pick someone that's like not going to be some like old weird fucking like fat dude that wants to go out and like train. Like, how awkward it'd be if like some
dude that the Riza's gonna have to dox.
Yeah, it's like she's not gonna like meet that person, and like they have to have like security and shit. Like how like awkward that would be to just be like, all right, what's a normal like person that she'd be comfortable with? I mean, I'm curious. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but it's like that could have been such a shitty experience for her.
Just take the competition away from Riza. That's good.
Oh, no.
No, you're not wrong. You're honestly not.
No, I'm tracking what you're saying, Keith. That actually, yeah.
I thought the same thing too. I do think maybe they kind of went through and was like, okay, this person looks normal.
Yeah, it's just some weirdo that wins. You just stand there panting while they're trying to work out. Yep.
And I think she was happy because when I met her, I wasn't like, oh shit, it's Patty. I'm gonna freak out. I was just like, cool, I get fucking lift with someone who's just like me, and we have a lot in common. We conversated about a lot of the anime, video game. She doesn't play video games really, but I told her about my stuff, magic. She wants to learn strongman, but she said she's not going to compete, but she wants to like learn to lift. She was putting in her notes things that I do to train as a strongman and stuff like that. It was really funny.
Tell her she should come to Lift Hard Live Easy.
I wore my Massonomics gear. I was like, hey,
nice.
you should come to Lift Hard Live Easy, but I told her I might come down for strongman meet. She told me to hit her up if I ever do, and she'll come watch or something. So that was pretty cool.
Can we also point out for the listeners, I actually know who that is, and I don't know any influencers.
I vaguely know who she is.
I only vaguely know her because of memes.
Yep.
And then I was like, who is that? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's who that is. I don't think I follow her or anything, but like, hey, I know somebody. I'm proud of myself.
I think she's the only person I really followed besides like C-Bum. That was like a big influencer, just because like I like their physique. That's kind of how I want to be ripped and lean. So it was nice following them for their routines. Like Sebum posts. What does he do? He does CrossFit now. He's doing less muscle building, but more like mobility training with weights and stuff.
Well,
and
yeah,
it's really
from competing, so he's
that makes sense.
I like
get off
seeing
the
that
juice,
new
start having some
stuff.
kids. So you said you want to be, you know, ripped and lean, but at one point you wanted to be a car, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still want that too.
Love a good segue.
I want to be a mountain too. That's another thing.
Was that just something from your? I mean, that was like a real thing. Like your mom might have submitted or something. Like you pretended to be a car or wanted to be a car or something.
Was it? Oh, she might have meant to put a dog or a cat or something. What was?
Okay.
Was it my mom that submitted that?
I think it was. I'm pretty sure, but
she likes to pretend she was a car when she was little. That might have been cat.
Oh, okay. She was in the mountains when she sent that. That's embarrassing. I used to pretend that I was a dog when I was little.
Oh, okay.
I was really little, like.
That's funny. That's why
what little kid doesn't?
My joke. Well, no, like that's why I was. If it was just pretending to be a cat or a dog, I probably wouldn't have said anything. But like pretends to be a car, like that's.
She's just yelling "Kerchow" and running around.
Dive into that. Well, I guess it's because like I don't know, like people like that. I never saw it, but then that Cars movie like really popular with kids and shit.
It's what I just referenced. That's when I said "Kerchow." Yeah,
Kerchow.
Never seen it, so I don't know. I just know that.
What?
Like, I don't never been glazed by this guy. I'm too old. I would have never watched.
No, you're never too old for Cars.
You need to watch it at least once.
Yep.
Right. Well, you would say that. You love cars. No, that's funny.
You are a car.
That does make more sense. Why, like, I was like, because we always like to hit someone with something from their, like, not childhood. Well, sometimes it is child. Sometimes
we
is
do like to relive trauma on this.
Well, other times it's just something from your childhood. But our goal was to always get the guests to go, "Oh, fuck, who told you that?" At least once, and then
like, I'm surprised it wasn't.
It didn't
you were
land.
Like, oh, you used to pretend to be a car, and she's like, "Well, when I was young, my so and so died, and I wanted to be a car because of that." And it's just like, "Fuck, this was supposed to be fun."
It's like,
that would have been funnier.
That car took my grandpa, so you know, I pretend to take him over.
I'm gonna mute you there, buddy. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta. Where we at on time? Do we need to get into games, or we got? I'm trying to make
yeah.
Let me look through.
Let me just around 2 hours.
Is anything on the Instagram? Let's see. Lord of the Rings. A lot of
Lord of the Rings is good.
A lot of that stuff will come up still.
Oh yeah, we still have like 3 games to play.
All right, yeah. So, big guest here that still Joey keeps making me think of her name wrong. FMK. So you got to fuck one of these, marry one of them, kill one of them. Kind of, you know, you have your druthers, little or as much explanation as you want. Do you want to? Someone's, you know, there's a lot of stuff you love that was submitted, and there's one that's like things you hate. I think I'm gonna go with the things you hate just to make it hard on you. What do you think of that?
That's fine.
All right, so FMK, League of Legends, RuneScape, new Star Wars movies. League of Legends, RuneScape, and the new Star Wars series.
Oh, I'd marry RuneScape. Because I know I say I hate that game, but I give it credit. It is a really good long-going game.
Is Lou throwing you off? Do you want me to turn off his camera?
No.
I would, but I always do.
I'd fuck League of Legends and I'd kill the new Star Wars sequels.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, that one was easy.
Did you watch them all, or did you give up after the first couple?
I watched them all, and excruciating pain.
Rewatch them at all, or just the ones in the theater and we're just like, whoop, that's a shitty movie.
I'm not one of those big haters like with things like for example, everyone hates The Hobbits because of the CGI, how rushed it was, but I actually appreciate the positives of that movie. I love the actors.
The Hobbits were decent.
Yeah, I love watching them. I always have
Hobbits
them on
were better
by
than
marathon.
the fucking. I think the Hobbit movie, the Hobbit series, was better than the Harry Potter. The one with all the critters, whatever that one's called. I did not enjoy that series as much.
Yeah, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but but yeah, the new Star Wars. I think Disney just doesn't listen to their fans. You know, they could produce a lot of good content, and they just kind of even the actors were like, we didn't even know what we were doing half the time. It was just made up on the spot. It was not a great. They didn't execute it very well. They had a great start. The Force Awakens. I'd rewatch that. It wasn't a terrible movie, but after that, it just got really bad.
Well, I loved
Rogue One.
Is Rogue One the only good standalone movie though out of like the other three or
yeah, that is a
really
good
Han Solo one, and then there was another one, wasn't there? Or was it just Han Solo?
Obi-Wan.
Those are the series. I'm trying to think of like the bigger, the big butt. Well, that's a whole other thing. The series of peaks and valleys there, but that's another game for another day.
Yeah, Rogue One was one of their best movies. I love it all around. I think they did really good with that one.
All right. You got a Rushmore for her, bud?
Yeah. Mount Rushmore of your favorite Goosebumps books.
Oh God, those are old. Oh God.
Somebody submitted it.
That might be very hard to answer.
That's okay. We can always do something else.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
I loved the Night of the Living Dummy series, from what I remember. The Haunted Mask one. What was it called? That Roller Coaster Land place. That book was really good, and the game too.
Oh, there were companion games with them? I don't remember that.
Yeah, they had games on the DS. I forgot. It was some park with it was a horror park. I can't remember. Is it Horrorland?
Camp Jelly Jam?
No, I think it was Welcome to Horrorland or something like that. And then I think the book was called Say Cheese and Die. Something about the camera. I really liked that one. There's a lot of good ones. I just don't remember all the names of them. I do have a collection somewhere at home, though, of some books. I need to get back into reading those.
Nice.
The classics, though, from my childhood.
I never really did the Goose. I don't know if it was. They were around when we were kids, right, Joey? Like, I can't remember.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like they've been around for like 30 years.
Long time. There's some I haven't even read still. They're out there.
Yeah, they got mishandled bad by their publisher. Also, I think R.L. Stine was a team of people. I don't think he was pumping out books that often.
Was the series any good? Because the one with Ross from Friends, I think he was like a main character in it or something. I know there was a somewhat recent Goosebumps TV series.
I never watched it. There was a movie with Jack Black as well.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago.
No, I can't stand David Schwimmer. He's
Tanner's favorite actor from his favorite show.
He grates me. Friends grates me.
Pivot.
Pivot.
We should pivot to another game. Let's see where we at. I got some affiliates for you guys. So Barbell Rescue, Home Gym Con, and apparel from the Strength Co. Code Unpaid to save you a little bit of money at all those locations. Check them out. And we have this game we like to play. We don't pay for it, but we pay for what pays us.
This
is
game
the
is
affiliates,
unpaid,
and now we play this. Yes. So unpaid or underrated. So I'm going to give our guest here a handful of topics. Joy's going to give her a handful of topics, and it's her, job and duty to use her druthers and explain to us why each topic is unpaid or underrated. Unpaid being shitty because no one wants to be unpaid, and underrated is awesome. So unpaid or underrated. Ooh, let's go with Minute Maid Lemonade.
Underrated. It was really good. Get it from Taco Bell too. It's every time.
No, is that like packets, or is that the shit where it's like the frozen thing in the freezer you break open like it's biscuits, and then you pour 6 cups of water in with. I don't know that I've had Minute Maid Lemonade since I was a kid.
I don't know. I don't drink it that way. I just get it from everywhere I go.
Oh, you just mean just from the fountain drink? Yeah. That is actually,
or like a bottle.
Yeah. Every now and then I find one that's it's like light, or it's like Minute Maid no sugar added, or Minute Maid Light or something. I'm like, oh, that's you feel better about not being so horrible for you. Let's unpaid or underrated Will Ferrell movies.
Unpaid. I like.
Yes.
Step Brothers was funny. There's a couple movies that I also just don't like Will Ferrell. I think he's kind of creepy, but I don't like comparing him to Adam Sandler movies. I'd go for Adam Sandler movies any day over his. They're just, I don't know. I never really found him to be that funny, but Step Brothers was a funny movie.
Not even Eurovision?
I don't have I seen that one? I don't know if I have.
I don't classify it as a Will Ferrell movie. I think he just happened to be in it.
I've never even heard of that. What is it? What did you call it?
Eurovision. Yeah.
Never heard of that in my
It
life.
came out like during the pandemic and like saved movies during the pandemic.
Hmm.
Oh, I've never seen that. No.
Oh,
That one looks interesting.
Never heard of it.
So it's based on a big competition that happens over in Europe. Canada and the US have been part of it, but we never do well, where you have to write and perform a pop song. And you do different versions of it.
Is it a musical? Oh, was
a
it
movie-ish?
I can't stand music.
No. It's not like a musical where like everybody suddenly breaks out into
Yeah.
dance. It's based on the pop
gotcha.
competition. And I will tell you that movie is genuinely funny. And
Yeah, he's got long hair.
yes. It's actually the singer that sings for Rachel McAdams is a former loser of the Eurovision who wrote all of her songs. That movie's amazing. It's not a Will Ferrell movie. He just happens to be there.
He's in a lot of the pictures I'm looking at.
Well, because he's the biggest name, right?
Yeah.
But the guy that plays the main antagonist is a Russian singer who uses the strangest voice, but he's apparently like actually a really good singer, but in this movie decided to be a complete weirdo and have this like super deep, crazy Russian voice. Might be worth a watch. Like if you're just sitting around and you're like on Netflix, try that one. You might hate it. Might hate it, but I thought it was really funny knowing a little bit about Eurovision because Little Big was in Eurovision one year. And in Canada, we don't get a lot of Eurovision. Lordi, I know you're into rock music. Have you ever heard of Lordi?
I've heard of Lordi. I don't listen, though.
Okay, but they won Eurovision one year.
Yeah, okay.
That's where they came from.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. It's on Netflix. I have Netflix. I like to watch movies at least once, one time around. If I hate it, whatever. It got a 6.5 out of 10 rating.
Wrong.
I don't trust
that's
internet.
6.5 is actually like that's not bad on IMDb. Like that's like a fair like most movies are rated between a 6 and a 7 like on that platform in general. And that's what I rate most movies.
And great soundtrack. Go ahead, sorry.
All right. I think I'm gonna go 2 more. So unpaid or underrated journaling.
Underrated. I think
Nice.
I think it's
Do a
really
little
healthy.
journaling, do you?
Yeah, I think it's good to jot down your thoughts, your goals, your dreams, things you want to get done. I think it does something good to your brain and gets you off your phone and
So
get time to
pen
yourself.
and paper. So with the pen and paper, is this is this print journaling or cursive journaling?
Print. I wish I could write in cursive. I wish I was cool enough to write in cursive and to read it. I can't read it for the life of me.
There was a good bit of cursive talk the last couple of weeks in the Discord on the podcast, so that's kind of why I threw that in there. And I want to hit you with this one just because it was right next to what I just saw in journaling, and it's the way you submitted it makes me chuckle. So, bombing hills in Arizona on a longboard. Is that snowboarding? I'm guessing like
longboarding.
I don't know what that means. Then, so
it's a big skateboard.
It's like a cruising skateboard.
Okay. The one that
like a 40-inch drop
steers
through
very
kind
elaborately
of
when you see it. Or like it like pivots so you can like visibly see it pivot.
But they call it bombing hills because you're starting at the top of a mountain hill and you are riding down on a longboard professionally. You can't do that if you don't know what you're doing. You'll probably end up dying, but
good call, Lou. I mean, there's big Lou Nutter's in the chat here, and he just said, "Did you just suggest snow in Arizona?" And I had to like think about that, and like, yeah. Apparently, I did.
Well, there is snow. There's
got to be mountains that have like there are people like ski and fucking like out west, like California or like I don't know. There's places where people can ski if they go high enough, right?
There's snow. It's just in one section of Arizona, literally just I think Tucson gets a little snow sometimes, but Flagstaff has some. You go to Flagstaff, you don't even realize you're in Arizona anymore because there's trees everywhere, mountains, scenery, and snow, and it's really pretty over there. It's cold. Arizona does get pretty cold in the winter. What I consider cold is like 50 degrees, but.
Well, I'm glad I asked that. Usually I don't do 4, but I had to steal that last one there. Good deal.
You said what?
What?
Good stuff. Sometimes it's fun to actually have people in here.
And we almost never get Lou, so I'll take
No,
it.
yeah, I was surprised. I was like, I was like, what? Is Lou
You're not
lost?
wrong. 50 shorts.
All right, what do you got for
Yeah,
it,
so
Jay?
we did that one. All right. Unpaid or underrated? All right. Cottage cheese.
Underrated. People crap on cottage cheese so much for its taste, but the protein, you can mix it in with like raw eggs in a blender, make eggs. I like to put it on I make bagels. I put avocado, cottage cheese, bacon, and like 2 eggs on it. It's so delicious. I don't think I would ever do the cottage cheese contest. I think that would make me puke.
Yep.
But watching it on your guys' stories almost made me puke. But no, I think cottage cheese is great. I think everyone should eat it. You can put it in
Okay.
almost everything you eat.
Unpaid or underrated? Crystals.
Crystals, that's an interesting one. Underrated. I used to be a little bit of a hippie, so I think they're really pretty. I collect rocks and crystals including, so there's a meme of I have like 50-pound rocks in my car right now. They're like crystal rocks. I took them from a hike. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I found that out later, but I took them and I use them to lift with, and now I'm strongman, so it makes a lot more sense that I have them. But I like crystals and rocks. I collect a little bit of them. I think crystals give a unique aura depending on which ones you have. I won't get into the hippie dippy crap, but
Big into Reiki. Is that what that is?
huh?
Is that Reiki?
It's like a
Reiki.
massage.
Oh, like
Like using crystal? I don't know. I could be wrong, but what Reiki is?
yeah, I think they do use crystals in that. I don't remember exactly what that is. Isn't that something with like the bowl or the sounds or
Oh, that's
Yeah,
using
so.
rocks to massage. All right, I was close.
Okay. Yeah, that's different, isn't it? Like that's like hot rocks or something.
Yeah, it must
I have,
be.
I,
Hot
yeah.
stones. I think it feels
Hot,
good, I've heard.
hot stone's pretty damn nice, but it's fairly elaborate, and I'm not paying extra for it. If you want to do it on the house, you can rub my back with a hot stone.
I also have two more. Unpaid or underrated? Social media.
Unpaid. I
What?
think social media I think it has benefits, like you get to meet people, post things, get out there, but I think for mental health, relationships, the amount of things that are online that are false, I think scrolling on your phone for hours, like there was a time I was addicted to like scrolling through reels or TikToks. I don't have TikTok anymore, and I found myself not getting things done. And I made fun of people for saying, oh, it's an addiction. Until I realized how bad of an addiction it was, to the point where I would sit here for an hour or two scrolling, and then I'd get up and be like, I could have gotten this done. I could have gotten this done. So it's just like, I don't have the greatest view on social media. But yeah, do I use it? Yes, not as frequently as I used to.
It's a good training log for sure, but yeah, I try to
Yeah.
get on TikTok less than once every 6 months.
Yeah, same. I rarely load it. Okay, last one. Unpaid or underrated? Using add-ons for World of Warcraft.
Jesus Christ. Unpaid. Add-ons are like mods, if you don't know what those are. And there was a time where America was great and World of Warcraft didn't have add-ons. Back in back in the day, we had to play World of Warcraft without add-ons, mods, and we didn't have these damage meters to look at everybody's damage and crap on them for how they're playing. And I think there's a lot of good add-ons, like quality of life stuff, but now that World of Warcraft has evolved so much, their game is basically put their own add-ons into the game. You don't even need them anymore, but I try not to use them as much. I don't even have like the damage meter. There's some add-ons on there that customize the UI that are kind of cool, but yeah, they're unpaid for sure. I always thought that.
See, I never played WoW. I had a friend who was addicted and literally dropped out of school to play it. And
Yeah.
we used to be a proper country when StarCraft 2 was the big thing.
I've heard good things about StarCraft.
Yeah, and that eventually led to World of Warcraft, right? That was the same universe. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I think you passed unpaid and underrated. Good work. We can air this episode.
Thank you for having me. That was really fun.
So now is the time. We mentioned it earlier. Do you have anything you want to talk to us about? Any games you want to play with us? If
You
not,
guys
that's also
play-
dope.
You guys play. Some of you, the crew, plays video games, right? Like I know Hannah and her boyfriend do.
Yeah, Hannah and Grayson are big into it. I think Joey probably plays more than I do.
And
I'll play.
I don't that much.
Yeah.
I was just happy I got the gold suit in Batman. It took me like 10 years.
I'd love to
Yeah,
play
no,
games with the crew, but I usually just play story mode or World of Warcraft. Actually, today, at 3 p.m., World of Warcraft dropped their new expansion. I bought the early release, but I was like, I gotta do my podcast. I gotta get away from WoW for a little bit. I was like sitting here itching the whole time. I was like, I can't wait to play tonight. But
I'll play
yeah, I love
football
video
games a fair amount, and then I'm waiting for GTA eventually, and then
yeah, if it ever
Red
comes
Dead
out.
Redemption.
I'm
Red Dead
waiting on
Redemption and
Wolverine.
GTA are really the only. I gotta look into that. I don't know, like, what's the story mode on, or what's the I didn't see a trailer or anything, and like, is that like obviously it's Wolverine, but is
Wolverine?
it like
So it's
a
the same
different
people that
game?
made the last Spider-Man game.
Okay, so it's just gonna be Wolverine just walking around fucking shit up, somewhat
Yeah,
open world, or is it
yeah,
all
dumb
sounds fun.
violent, dumb violent.
That sounds
my
fun.
kids can't watch it. The gameplay is violent. So I'm pretty excited for it, especially because the Spider-Man games were so incredible,
Huh.
and the storylines were
I might
just
have to check that out.
amazing. And for
I'll have
them
to
to
check.
make that into a Wolverine game, but they're like, now we're gonna amp up the violence 100 times. Yeah, I'm in.
We're gonna get that before.
You'll get that before GTA 6 for sure, because it's already been announced. The release date I think is September.
Oh, they're really teasing us with that GTA.
Never gonna happen.
I'll be excited when it does. I will. I play GTA 5 so much, even now. Sometimes we still play. We mod
Yeah.
it a little bit for fun, but
Oh, now you're into add-ons and mods.
well, GTA. Once you play a game so much, like Elden Ring or something, and you end up just wanting to be like, all right, next run through, I'm just gonna mod it or Skyrim or something. They're really fun. Now, World of Warcraft's different with its mods. I actually have a question about the Lift Hard, Live Easy. For Strongman, we're going to be doing the stones over the not over a bar. Are we doing the cup
It'll be
holder?
keg. Yeah,
Cake?
yeah. So the events, there is a mystery stone event, which no tacky, I think, is the rule right now. We literally don't know what it is, but my educated guess is it's either I think it's going to be a natural stone to shoulder, but it could be an atlas stone to shoulder. I don't know. I could be completely wrong too, but like the fact that he's saying no tacky, it's like, well, then it's got to
That
be
makes sense.
something relatively not obnoxiously heavy, like where it's not going to be a max stone over bar tacky-less, because like they're just leaving a lot of weight on the floor. So we'll see. As far as the moving event, I think it's going to be exactly what last year was, minus the stall mat drag. So we're not going to have that, like, play into that bit. We're going to actually keep it more serious. Keg, and it will be loaded into the big drink spotter. I don't know the height on those.
Okay,
It might be in the it's probably in open on Iron Podium as far as the height. If not, we could actually get that from Jake and Abby. So that's a good question. I don't remember it. I can't really remember it being super. I think the kegs last year, at least because it was a novice, it was a relatively light keg, so it was hard to remember the height. But that is a good call, because I do need to start, in the next couple months, like really locking in on that. And I will want to set my yoke to the right height, but it won't be to a platform. It should just be, you should train it just over the yoke. So whatever the height ends up being, set the yoke to that height, and just, even if you have to carry the same keg back, because depending on what Casey has for kegs, you might have to literally just like run it back. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
I want to assume maybe 4 feet, but I don't. I'm 5'3", so I'm worried that it's going to be close to my height, and I struggle with getting up a little bit higher than 4 feet. I think it was.
I'll have to look. I don't remember it being like a deterrent, but yeah, It's probably 48 inches, but we can confirm that on Discord, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to know that. 'Cause I need to
But yeah,
start.
the mystery event for me is like the biggest like what do you do? It's like I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna, because we're already doing a carry, so it's probably not like a natural stone carry. It could be a natural stone to shoulder. It could be a natural, but like you got to think of like what's logistically like not a big pain in the dick for Jake and Abby, and the having it in the hotel and stuff. So it's like you can't be anything where we're dropping like a 400-pound rock on the concrete with one stall mat. So it's like I think a stone to shoulder of some sort is probably it, but like I don't know.
Okay. I've been
I don't
practicing
know.
that.
I really, really don't know. So like don't in July, don't be like, you fucker, you told me it was stone
No.
shoulder and it's a fucking something else. There's I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think it's that.
That's what
But
Hannah said the same thing, so I'm just training that. And
yeah.
stone to shoulder is humbling. It's really
Mhm.
hard. I don't know how you guys get that on your shoulder,
It's
let your
tricky.
arm go, and
And like you can like and also to call back to when you were saying like you wish Casey had a stone in between those heights too. Like sandbags are similar. They're not the same, but you're this far out, it's not the worst thing. Like if the only bag you can shoulder is whatever weight, I mean they don't have a stone that light, like feel it is what it is. Like do what you can, but I don't know, it's fun. I'm stoked to watch you train over the next few months, and
I'm
excited to see how
excited.
you do this weekend. So hopefully hopefully, and I'll give you some advice. Like it doesn't matter if you zero a couple events, if you only hit the one rep because it's up 20 pounds on what you thought. Like it's just for fun. You're having fun with the friends. Like this is you getting your toes wet into the sport of strongman. Whatever happens, don't get deterred. Even if you go fucking like 0 for 3 and like shit the bed on a cup. Well, hopefully you don't shit because you didn't have Taco Bell the night before. But
I might. I might
don't
eat it right
Taco
before.
John's in Aberdeen.
yeah.
Oh, that's
But
even better.
Just something what you were saying there, Keith, with no tacky. When I went to that stone party, the historical stones we lifted with, you weren't allowed to use tacky because of
yeah.
the historical importance of the stone. So maybe that
Hmm.
could be.
Yeah, and even if that could be interesting. But even if it is stone over the bar, like I'm ready. There's times I don't use tacky, but it definitely like is gonna take like you know
Invest in some tape.
some amount of weight. I mean, it's just more. I don't know. Like I don't even worry about the bruises. Like I taped a lot the first couple times, but that's not like necessarily. I don't feel that I'm grippier with tape. I just do it so you have less tacky on your forearms. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Lift Hard Lazy would be fun. Your show this weekend will be fun, and that's just Casey putting it on too, right? It's not like another person coming to run it. That's
Yeah,
just
it's just
his like
Casey.
show.
He
Was it
has
a
to make
sanctioned
all of
show that you had
his.
to pay a
Yeah,
membership for too?
he
Okay, so
has
it's
to.
like
He used to do non-sanctioned, and someone told him he has to start doing it. So now it's all sanctioned. So he's got a bunch
yeah.
of big leagues coming in to get qualified for a bigger comp or something like that. I don't know,
Well, that's cool. So you might actually, well, hopefully,
but
hopefully you can see it because maybe he got the lighting fixed tonight, but I doubt it.
tonight,
But no, that
yeah.
should be fun. That's kind of a maybe. I mean, such a like that. If the whole thing is in that back room, it kind of like leaves for no audience. There's no.
It's
It's.
crowded.
I mean,
It
it's
might
a big
not
enough
be.
place, but it's.
Maybe they clear out some of that powerlifting area.
I don't know. Last time they did it, they just had everyone sit in chairs alongside, and then the strong men in the middle come up and do their lift. But he might do it outside, depending on how nice it is too.
Yeah.
What is it going to be? 28 degrees on Saturday, 58
So not that
tomorrow.
nice.
Everyone's gonna be outside. But make sure you find Colton and say hi to him and introduce
Yeah.
yourself if you haven't become acquainted. He was definitely at Crü Falls, so you should recognize his face. Yeah, it was. Oh, the one thing I do want to ask you is, or give you prep compliment for is you hosted the you had an award or sorry, you had a prize giveaway thing basically set up at Lowe's. Was that something you just kind of did all on your own accord? And did Casey sponsor that, or
Oh,
was that you out of pocket
the
doing that?
the
The gift
giveaway.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
about that. I asked both of them if I could do a giveaway. I was like, this would be really cool. You guys put on these events. They Massonomics funded the gift card
Oh, dope.
and the merch. That was I think it was the band lift hoodie that I put in there, and then the rest of it was just me. I told Casey, hey, I'm gonna snag a backpack, and what else did I get? There was a barefoot gift card,
Yeah, there was
a
all kinds of
couple
cool
other
stuff.
things. And
My,
you know what? The more I thought about it, I was like, I should have split up the giveaway instead of giving
Yep.
it to all one person.
That was gonna be my follow-up critique, was especially because the biggest, like we love Paul, we love giving him his shit, but like Paul had just won the goddamn grip gauntlet like 12 hours before, and here you are giving him like $300 worth of free shit. And like, so that's why if anyone's like, why have people given Paul shit in the last 6 months and like over the last couple of months in Discord? It's like because Paul literally won the weekend. He got hundreds of dollars of free shit for just having big fucking hands and being strong as shit on grip, and then just being lucky the next day. So it was just really funny, but it kind of like was the bit of the weekend. And even Tanner with his hoarse voice going, "Not Paul," like that's a great memory in my head. But yeah, no, that was super cool that you did that. But yeah, if that definitely splitting it up would have been great. But
Yeah, next time. When everyone started booing, I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Like,
I felt bad.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, like because you didn't. Did your nerves play a role in why you didn't end up making it out to Tommy's, or did you end up getting stuck at work on Friday?
I didn't know where he lived, and
That'll do it.
I also was a little bit nervous too because I think it was a smaller group that was there compared to like Tanner's.
Still a decent amount of. Well, yeah, it was definitely smaller than Tanner's, but it was like there wasn't a ton of people there. Like it was similar numbers at Tommy's garage to Los, because we lost some people and then gained some people because like the Phillips had to go home, so you didn't get to meet them. But then like like keep thinking there's multiple fucking couples of Phillips.
In my head, I was thinking Grayson.
Yeah, I was like no, it was
Generally
the other
and
Phillips.
John.
Yeah, it was the senior Phillips. the Masters Phillips, if you will.
Wow.
But yeah. No, that's awesome. This was a good episode. I had a blast.
Yeah, me
Glad.
too.
I didn't know, knowing, like, interacting with you a little bit and knowing how nervous and shy you were. Very glad you very open and chatty the whole episode. No, and we kind of threw you the curveball too with having to have Hogan doing our announcement and stuff before. So I don't know if that helped or hurt. And then
it helped.
It was a little. We didn't get as in depth of a pre-show as we like to normally do, and there was also like 10 people watching, so like it even threw me off a little bit, like doing my
trial by fire.
Yeah, I was doing my normal spiel of telling the guests what's going on, and then like the next thing I know, there's like 15 people looking at me in the face. I'm like, Jesus, guys, like go away now. Megan won. You didn't win. Fuck off. Like we have a podcast to do now.
We are still recording.
That's fine. That was all valid. I didn't say anything I don't stand by. But yeah, where you just want to Big Risa one more time, where are they going to find you at, and how do you pronounce your name?
Big Risa's fine, or Risa. Then
it's not fine. What is your name? People are going to listen to this and call you this.
No, we have the Risa. That's our producer now.
I think Risa is pretty good. I think
produce all of our beats. Yeah.
I'm gonna think that's your name for the rest of your life now. God damn it!
That's perfect. I'll be the Risa, and then my other friends will be Risa, and everyone else will be Risa. I'll keep track. It'll be good.
You'll know if somebody calls you Riza. You'll be like, "Oh, Crü, hey."
Yeah, exactly. It's the Risa.
All right,
Big Risa.
The Instagram, real quick, one more time.
Sith Lord Risa. There's dots in between there.
It just occurred to me, like Riza isn't the like Riz. It's not charisma. Yeah, I see like Riza for the Kriza. Like no,
yep.
No, the
S10 charisma.
Yeah, damn it. No, that's not what I was saying. The Riza is the producer from Wu-Tang. Damn it.
I'll take it.
Joey, where are we gonna find you
at? On Instagram, Joey_Malesko, MLECZKO. It is not Josh. Sorry, Tanner.
I was just gonna have you spell Josh for us.
Yeah. No, it is not Josh.
I was soaking, like, what was that? So Wednesday morning or something at like 4 a.m. Joey texted me. I was like, what does this mean?
Who the heck is Josh? Like, did I forget something we recorded?
You can tell that Tanner's so overwhelmed right now because like everything that day I read from him had a typo in it. And like I've never seen Tanner have a typo. And there were like 3 following messages that all had, like, a couple in Discord and then a follow-up in our group chat that night that all had typos. And I was just like, oh, this guy is burning both ends of the candle. So we have an Instagram, Unpaid Underrated Podcast. We got the website, unpaidinternpodcast.com, where Nate does nothing.
Wrong again, Keith.
and even lets the podcast just not even post, just I don't understand. But no, none of that's his fault, and we love him. He's a good guy. No one cares about YouTube anymore, but we do have the Discord channel on Massonomics' page, so go check us out in there. Go talk to us. Go, tell us what you hated, what you loved about the podcast. Interact with us, and doing stuff like that is a good way to get on the podcast because then I'll know you listen. I am Keith Honeycutt73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Gem, the No Wine Cellar. Until then, see you next Tuesday.